We're Retro Talk Forum.
Come on through. Let's talk kicks. Let's talk 80s and 90s nostalgia, man.
Oh, yeah,
man. We back.
That gets you in a mood. I like it.
Gets the people going.
Yes, they get the juices going, huh? Get the blood flowing, you know.
Get the juices going.
Good evening. Welcome back. Another episode of Retro Talk Forum podcast. This is volume or episode 83. This here is going to be a special one. I think we always say that about all our episodes, but this here is a special one, man. This here it's got I think the moniker for this one should be "It's the Stories That Matter." That's this episode. It's the stories that matters. So I'm gonna kick it off. I am Black, aka BAA. I know I'm in the center, so I'm gonna pass it over to my boy. Let me see if I can. It's been a while, man. Right there.
You know what? Let me. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just give everybody an intro real quick. I'm Hop 18. You know who we are. That's Black on the side of me, V in the upper right hand corner. Down below, we got Tom from In Style Shoes, 1999. Quick introduction. He's been on the show. One of the brain trusts behind the trip that we went on. Appreciate you coming on and talking with us again, Tom. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all make sure y'all give him a follow. In the middle is none other than Sneaker Queen. She has also been on the show with us. Truly, truly a very dope individual. Got to know her a lot more. Not only just with talking to her when she was on the show, but I can't say enough about Julia, Sneaker Queen. Cadillac Jackson, you know who he is, part of Talking Kicks. Also, down below him is Ryan Forsyth 23, another person that's been on our show before. If you ain't following him and you ain't seen his Sneaker Room, make sure you go give him a follow. Check out his YouTube. Another dope individual, man. And last but definitely not least, somebody who is always, in my opinion, has always showed us love since day one. I call him the Reach Back King. OG or Bus, aka Nick. I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate, man, all your support, man. Every time you tag us in your post, man, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for all that you do, man. Thank you for all. Every time we ask you to come on the show, you come on with no hesitation. So I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate that. Well, all these individuals that we have up here with us was in Portland with us. So we just wanted to do like a group show, man, just get everybody's thoughts and opinions. I know Ryan and Nick, they was there twice. Julia, is this your first time going?
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, Tom, like I said, Tom was part of the Brain Trust. We wanted Drew to come on here with us, and because he's part of the Brain Trust also. But hopefully he'll be able to make it. And we also had Schooler coming on too. He's MIA, so I'm not sure where he is. But I just wanted to give you guys a proper introduction, and I'll let you guys, you know, tell everybody who you are yourself. So we'll start with Tom down below me. Are you muted, Tom?
It doesn't look like it.
You muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay, I think he's gonna leave and come back in. Okay. All right, we'll start with Sneaker Queen then.
All right. Just an introduction of myself, you say?
Yes.
Okay, so hi, I'm Sneaker Queen. My real name is Julia. I'm a collector from Berlin and a photographer. And this was my first time in Portland. Very exciting times. Thank you so much for the very kind introduction.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Caddy.
What's good, everybody? Cadillac Jackson. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go on the trip because my wife wouldn't let me go. So
Ooh,
yeah, anniversary was the day before, so had to stay.
mine
home.
was the day of.
Oh, that makes it even worse for me. But today I'm here. I just want to hear everything today. That's all I'm here for.
Appreciate you. All right, Ryan. We're gonna let them know where they can
I'm
find
Ryan, aka 4C23. I live up in Canada, and
Box.
the comedic one in the group that went on the trip. But yeah, I collect a lot of things, but mostly sneakers and vintage stuff that reminds me of my youth. And I have a YouTube channel that I talk about that. So that's pretty much me.
Cool. All right, Nick.
How's it going? I'm Nick, OG or Bust on Instagram, also on YouTube. I'm all about vintage. I'm all about Nike, Air Jordan, Chicago, you name it. Homegirl fan, socks, Bears. Love my city. I love a good retro, and I love OGs even more.
Cool. We got audio for Tom.
Yeah, am I in now, or can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good to go.
Awesome.
There he
Tom
is.
with us in Style Shoes 1999, and as was said earlier, I was part of the Brain Trust. Honestly, we were just paying it forward, just being a part of the first year, and it was special. And some of us got together and wanted to help curate and help it grow in any way that we could. There wasn't really a science to it. We really only operated on one rule, which was don't be a dickhead. So I don't see any dickheads on this call. It was really based on feel and connections and people just showing interest, showing love. And, it was something, I think was pretty special in a lot of different ways. Because we all connect to sneakers differently, and so that's something that maybe we can get into tonight or further discussions. But just honored to be here and with the energy of this group. Just looking at this crew right now is awesome.
Thank you for coming
Appreciate
on.
that, man.
Appreciate you.
Okay. I didn't know Black was gonna say something, but but no, definitely was great energy there. From day one, from the mixer, getting to meet everybody, just coming up, flying into Portland, seeing the mountain, because I know you guys was talking about checking out the mountain when you come in.
Yeah, but which mountain? There's like 100.
The two big ones.
It's a view from the airport, I think. You can see it.
Mount Hood is the big.
I know, but
the big boy.
when you fly in, there's so many.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. The main one I saw, I guess that was Mount Hood. I mean, it was a beautiful sight coming in,
Biggest, yeah.
and it was just something dope to see. So, I guess like you kind of got into it about how you kind of started it. So can you kind of really go into depth about how it first started and how it grew to be what it is now, or how it's growing to be what it is now?
You're talking to me?
Yes, sir.
So when Aaron joined Instagram, Steve, Sneaker Tech Talk, reached out to him and they got going with some conversations. And, the impetus was basically like, maybe they got on a phone call. I don't know if it was a DM or a phone call or something. And I believe Steve said to Aaron, I would come to Portland. I would come there just to have a coffee with you, with something of the sort. And, hey, man.
There he is.
Welcome. I was just kind of talking about how this got kicked off. So it started with that, and Aaron started kicking it around and doing what he does, and he said, "Well, do we know? And then all of a sudden, there was a list of people together, maybe 15 or so, give or take, and we just kind of all got out there and got to see. And for me, it was super special because huge fan of Seth, Soul to Soul, and we knew each other more than 10 years. We interacted online plenty of times, most days, let's say. And that was the first time we met in person in a coffee shop at Deadstock. And so that was really special for me. And, someone I always looked up to and wanted to connect with in person. So that's just been the origins of this thing, is just people connecting in real life in a real way and being present, having some experiences. We did some things the first year. Aaron was really gracious with his time and his house. He can, just opened it up. And so the next year we just kind of got on a group call with Andrew and Seth and Don, and we just wanted to pay it forward, Steve. And, it really just, that's how we got here today, really. So, but that's the root of it.
Appreciate you guys doing that, man.
Yeah, it feels like the only thing to do. It's not like it's like just let's just keep it going. Let's just keep the party going, kind of thing, And Aaron's game for it. He's super into hearing people's stories and meeting people, and I think a lot of us are. Getting to know people beyond Instagram, and just connecting in a real human way. And that's some of the real fun in sneakers.
Gotcha. We got Schooler just pulled up. Schooler, can you hear us?
Schooler.
I can hear y'all, man. Hey, what is going on, Retro Talk Forum? What's happening, man?
What up, Schooler?
What's up, girl? My boy Cadillac dipping in the lag. My boy Tom, man, what is good? OGO Burst. Forsey, what's up, dog?
What's up, Schooler?
Y'all, man. Happy what? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
Happy Wednesday, brother.
Bro, I just got home from work, got out the shower real quick. I'm about to go eat in a minute with my old lady. I was like, let me get on live real quick before we go eat, because after I eat, it's a wrap.
You're good.
But I wanted to come see y'all for a minute, man, because I told my guys I was going to just tap in for a bit, man. How y'all doing, man?
Good,
brother.
Good.
Just kind of getting a history lesson from Tom on how the gathering came about. And since you got to hop off in not too long, tell us about your experience and what you thought about it, because I know, like us, we were first timers.
Right.
And
it was good to finally meet a lot of these guys behind the pages. The first time when I got to the airport, I didn't know who was who, because a lot of these guys don't show their face. So it was fun meeting Forsey, OGO Burst, Tom. I never seen their faces, so I'm like, dang, I wouldn't know who they was if we walked by each other in the grocery store. I just, how you doing, brother? And kept walking. But to see them in person, to meet all these guys we've been following for years and gave us so much game on this sneaker, man. On the sneaker game, it was crazy. Finally meet Sneaker Queen. I had just learned about her like maybe a week before the trip. So, that was super dope. And to finally meet my guy, Hop, I had already met V and Black, but to finally meet Hop, we talk on the phone like every week, just chopping it up, man. It was just super dope to meet all of y'all, man. Everybody that was there. I had a ball, man. It was more than what I expected. I can't lie, man. It was more than I expected. It's hard for me to pick a favorite part because so much was dope. But if I had to pick one, because people been asking me, what was your favorite part? I'm like, man, it was cool meeting Tinker, and it was cool hearing the story with Aaron and all that. That whole with the shoes on the table and the interviews was dope. But that last day with Wilson showing us the videos on the TV screen and all that, man, that was just true, just some gems right there. Like, just hearing him talk about the designs and how he came up with that shit. It's always dope to see Michael Jordan off the court on the screen. I'm always for that, that was just, man, that might have been, that whole camaraderie, everybody there saying our goodbyes and pretty much all that might have been the best part, man, because we all really got to take all our pictures and, we really got to hang out, have some drinks, some food. So, man, the trip was more than I expected. Portland was super dope. The weather, it was just a lovely experience, man. I was just honored to be there, man. Looking at all them faces, I'm like, damn, like being in the mix of that, bro. I just feel like we was in like a
dream
college alumni or something. Like, what I'm saying? Like, yes, I was like a fraternity type thing, man. And it was just cool to be a part of it and share it with some people that really love this game, man. And yeah, man, I was honored to be there, bro. It was an honor. It was an honor, bro.
How did it feel to you when you got the invite?
So at first, I didn't know how many people was going, getting the invite or whatnot. So I was like, all right, I'm glad I got invited, but dang, who else going? That was my big thing. Like, who else gonna go? And when they sent that email out with the names on that list, that's when I was like, holy shit, like, damn, all these people gonna be there. Like, I didn't know it was gonna be that many people that got invited there. So to see some of them names on there, I'm like, damn, I finally get to meet, Karan and Mike Cartel. Like, damn, I talk to these dudes all the time. Like, seeing them names on there, I'm like, damn, I finally get to see these dudes. Like, we were sitting at the burger joint across the street from the hotel, me, Mac, and T, we eating, and it's a guy walking across the street going to the hotel, and he was like, that's Mike Cartel. And I'm like, how the hell you know what he looked like? I don't even know what man, you didn't see him in the group we got on Instagram. He posted his shoes. I'm like, I ain't seen shit. So I hurried up and ate, and I gotta go see this if this here. Man, you Mike, and yeah, man. So all those type of little interactions was crazy, man. So getting the invite, I was like, yeah, man, this gonna be dope. So the excitement it had built up. It was just building up. And man, it was just crazy. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Sneaker Queen, where my pictures at? Huh?
Just reload
pictures.
Just reload the link.
I know it's a full-time job. I need some pictures. You took so many pictures. I know.
Did you check
I
the
need
link?
some pictures.
I
Amazing.
amazing pictures online now.
Where in the group or something? On Instagram?
Yeah, it's on the group chat.
Yeah, it's there.
In the chat.
Yeah, just go to the link. You'll see all the pictures. She done put up a couple hundred pics.
It's not everything is not yet up, but I would say like 75%.
Yeah.
And thank you, because they're amazing quality. Absolutely.
I already know, G. I'm like,
thank you.
Matter of fact, V, I just seen you post something. I seen T post something. I'm like, where they get these good ass pictures from?
Not us. Yeah.
I need them. I've been holding off to post like a post with pictures because I'm waiting on yours. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I appreciate
post
it.
Go ahead. Who was that right there? Just came in here.
That's Drew.
Who was that? My boy,
Sneaker Preservation. Yeah. Appreciate you coming through.
Go ahead, man.
It's crazy. It's super dope, man.
What up, Andrew?
What's up?
I got a question real quick. I got a question for everybody. I mean, it could be a quick answer, but what was your mindset on packing for this trip? Even though it was a 3 or 4 day trip, what was your mindset like? How did you start? How did you finish? How long did it take? I'm gonna start with 4C. Let's start with you.
Don't start with me. I was gonna bring lots, and then I was like, I might buy lots, and then so I was like, I'm just gonna bring something that I know no one will have, which I brought. Nobody had mine. What I had on the table and what I wore, nobody had that on their feet. So that was my thought process because I went last year, and I knew that I would see something that I haven't seen before. So, but I went light this year. I want to go light. Next year, if wherever we're going, whatever we're doing, if we are doing it next year or we're not, and it's gonna transfer to another year. Don't worry, I'm bringing some more heat, and there'll be some bags. I'm gonna put something on the table. It's gonna say 4C. Boom! This is my stuff.
You said it's my whole table, man.
But
that
for
whole
me
spread,
to think,
man.
I only brought like 3 wearable pairs or wearable ones, and it took me a whole day to figure out which one I was gonna wear. I had no idea.
Bring your glass case next year. Just bring the whole.
Just bring the room. Pack the room up.
Bring all that.
Bring it all down, man.
Bring that case, that glass case right there.
Oh, the Oakley one.
That's all he needs, huh?
That's all he needs. He needs those 4s in there. Those Tech 4s.
What you say? What
that
you
was
say,
my
Nick?
thought process. Yeah, OG. What
my
about
bad.
you?
My bad.
Well, the last 2 years actually, I kind of consolidated it down to one couple bags. So one big bag. I think last year I didn't really do the table setup, so I brought like all pairs for like what I was going to wear rotation. So this year I had just 2. My daughter Stella, I snuck a pair in her. I cheated, so she got a pair of shoes I was going to wear. I was like, hey, you got room for these? So she was okay with it. But yeah, I brought 6 single like OGs PE to display. Just very tightly packed and not overpacked though. So it was good. And then we always know we're like gonna ship something back. Whenever we go on vacation, we have a box we ship back from UPS or USPS. So went to New York, we went to DC years ago, did it. So it's like I'd rather just do that than like bring an extra bag. And we always like try traveling and checking out other parts of the city. So we did like the zoo the last day, and I don't want to be carrying like a ton of bags around. So we try to keep it simplified and just
Brilliant
stuff, even though it's cheaper than like checking another bag at the airport, honestly. For all 3 of us.
That's why I didn't buy the grapes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Or I would have bought them.
Try to keep it simple. Well, next year, no more than my 1 duffel, but yeah. Maybe the strategy will change a little bit, but pretty much the same. Yeah.
What'd you say, Tom?
It was a little bit like mental Jenga. And I think kind of like Ryan, I took the approach of, well, it started feeling like an avalanche of people bringing shoes. You know, you're hearing of people bringing 10, 15, 20 shoes, and you're like, oh, wow. So then it just becomes, what do I feel like wearing that's special to me? Maybe I have a story with. And, I wore 2 and I ended up didn't even get to take one out of the bag. But, maybe next time we'll tell that story. But so to Ryan's point, I ended up just pulling back and keeping things simple for this go.
I got you. Miss Sneaker Queen.
To be honest, my packing process started the moment I agreed or I replied to the invite. It's a mental process I have to go through. Also, I still have quite a bit of moving boxes here, around 60. So I have to wrap my head around what is still packed and what is unpacked already. But really, like the week before I left, I started like looking into boxes and thinking, because I think we all took the approach, what can we bring that is not going to be doubled? In the end, we all want to bring something that is a little bit of a wow, or somebody doesn't have and would appreciate to see. For me, a motivation was also to tie a knot to OTC. So I brought a pair that I actually got from one of the OTC guys. Yeah, so different motivations, but I think all of us just wanted to show some stuff that the others appreciate.
Definitely.
I would say also, just like with that thought in mind, like the variety that we saw displayed, like it was not
Incredible.
It's got a lot of niche items. Of course, there's the samples, the CPEs. You see like the passion of like the people like are connected, like the real connections. You see like that was a cool thing, and then like everybody kind of has very different tastes as far as like the models, and it all kind of ties together though. But you could kind of see all the individual characteristics of everybody's passion and love for different types of sneakers or even basketball trainers, or whatever it may be. So I thought that's what I think from like last year, and then this year obviously was just even more pairs. So it was overwhelming, but in a good way.
I was amazed by the diversity actually. So I found that very interesting and really great representation of how diverse the approaches are.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody had their own style.
I can agree with that. What'd you say, Andrew?
So I was trying to limit it to half of one of my carry-ons. The other half would be my clothes, and then a pair in my backpack, the trainer one that Tinker had signed. Brought it back to kind of call back to year one. It's funny because at the last minute I got a confirmation that one of my friends from Portland that I had bought a pair of shoes from was going to, and there's a big story to that. I'm not going to tell it here, but he was going to come by. And so in order for me to bring the shoe that I got from him, I had to take out I had a plan to bring all the generations of the trainer ones. So I had these two here in you know, I had these two in the bag, packed and everything. And Coop has ties to this one.
Yeah.
And then Tinker redid the 2004.
Just
right?
11. Yeah. Go ahead and Tinker.
Yeah. Okay. So I had to take those out, and I had a story at a little printout with Coop doing his brief on the Air Trainer, or the Trainer 1 2009. But I took that out because Charles Burrows, who sold me the Zoom Pro Drive.
Oh man.
Right. He said he'd come by. And so the cool thing about this guy, Charles Burrows, he's probably 72 years old, CEO of a little consulting company in Portland, handles millions of dollars of transactions. He was on the same track. So first of all, he got these shoes from Alberto Salazar. He's friends with Alberto Salazar. And Al told him that keep those shoes. They were made for Dale Earnhardt Jr. They're his size 10 and a half. So he got this from Alberto Salazar. He's ran on the Oregon Ducks track team, high hurdles, 120 high hurdles. He ran alongside Prefontaine, Tinker Hatfield. Bill Bowerman was the coach for a different discipline. And then he tells me that 20 years ago in 2005, he by chance doing a run in Sun Valley and came across and ran into Phil Knight on a run, and they ran together for a few hours. And back in the 60s, 70s, he actually did buy a pair of shoes from Phil Knight out of a van. So this guy has this really, really cool story, and I felt really compelled to bring that shoe. So I knew he was going to be there, and so that I could connect to him in that special way. And so that kind of altered my plans with packing. And then obviously I brought stuff for the Wilson specific tribute, and then I brought the Sereno, which is the flare, and that kind of bridges the gap of Aaron and Wilson, because Aaron designed the shoe, but I know that Wilson worked very closely with Serena in some other projects. So that was my thought process. Took me a while, but got there.
That's a great story, though.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was.
What you was about to say, Julie?
Great choices.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
Wait, did Charles come?
Yeah, Charles showed up for a little bit. He Irish ghosted probably about 7:30. He really didn't intend to stay.
Yeah.
He just came to say hi to me. And I told him, hang out, grab a beer, grab some wine. I don't know if Tinker will show up. Tinker did show up, and then he had already left. I told him after, I said, Tinker was there. You'll have to come back next year, because I really would love to see the interaction and how that plays out when you know they raced together again. They raced against each other at the 120 high hurdles. And at the time, Tinker was state record. He was just an amazing athlete. But yeah, I mean, like all the connectivity between him, Salazar, Phil Knight, Bowerman, Prefontaine. He was at the meet that Prefontaine had done just before that night that he passed. Crazy stuff. Crazy, like I'm like,
that's crazy, right?
How am I in this guy's orbit? You know, like how am I in the same orbit as this guy, man? Like that's crazy. But really nice guy, soft-spoken, humble. Just wanted to see what the energy was about with this gathering and what the culture was like with sneakers, because he's not a sneaker guy. He had no idea about this stuff. So
tell him we love it, man. We're not sneakerheads. We are sneaker lovers. I don't consider myself as a sneakerhead, so
it's like a term for like 19 and under, I think.
I think it is, man.
Adolescent.
Right. What was your thought process, real quick, V? What was your thought process?
Oh man, just in so many words. Of course, I overpacked. My first time there, just an incredible experience trying to build pairs. I am usually very good. I travel a lot. I'm usually very good about being prepared, packed, and things like that. It was a couple hours before I got on that plane, before I knew what I was bringing with me. So, like you guys already previously mentioned, just a great assortment of individuality on the table. The day breaks. Holy shit, man! Like, wow.
Yeah, man.
How did that even get there, right?
Man.
So,
Yeah.
They dug them up out of the ground or something.
yeah, just an incredible collective of individuals, and you could see it in the pairs that were brought. And yeah, like I said, I just keep thinking that Lion and Step Brothers just keeps playing in my brain. I remember my first beer, and I just like, God damn, you know, I could have been a little bit better, but it'll get better. It'll get better as time goes on. So I'm just appreciative of you know, the entire experience, everyone that was involved, every single person that came. Just thank you. Even the ones that I didn't connect with on this trip, just thank you, man, because you still played a part in it. So I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. What'd you say, Hop?
Well, I didn't. I pretty much just packed for what to wear because I knew once I saw in the chat, like some people say that, you know, it might be okay to just sit back and just absorb everything. I was like, okay, that's confirmation for me, because I knew there was going to be a lot of stuff there that I probably had never seen, and just stuff to soak in. So I just wanted to bring stuff that I was going to wear and that represented me. You know, I've always said I'm the hype beast of Retro Talk Forum, and I don't buy shoes and get them restored. I buy the retro and wear it. So that's kind of like what I did. I just old school style shoes with new school flavor, if you will. And honestly, I was kind of like V. You know, I didn't know. I think I settled on what I was going to bring and what I was going to wear probably like a day or two before. And I just did the final confirmation the day before. And I said, it is what it is. We just going to ride with it and just keep it moving. So that was kind of like my thought process. I just wanted to sit back and just soak in the scene. And I knew V was going to bring some stuff. I definitely knew Black, OG, or Bus, you know, Brian,
everyone,
and
man.
Definitely Sneaker Queen. I knew everybody's style, like we were saying, is different, but everybody has a dope style and what they bring to the table, and it was just a nice mix of everything. So I just really sat back and just enjoyed the vibe. That's pretty much.
I loved all the Hirachis you rocked. I love them all.
Appreciate it.
Especially
That's
the
my
pair
favorite.
I stepped on. I apologize on that too.
Yeah, you're fine. I got another pair over there in the corner.
Hey, hop your size 11 or 12?
Yes.
11?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's your background sneakers here in the background, all the sneakers?
Yes. Yeah. That's a picture I took for the background.
The screen background.
Like, yeah. Yep, that is it.
Karachi trainer.
Man, the only thing that I didn't like, my foot was hurt. I was mixing around. You know what I'm saying?
So your camera's off.
Huh?
Your camera's off.
Yeah, the camera's off.
Yeah, we thought you was gone, Schooler.
Yeah, I thought you went for dinner.
Where I'm at, y'all see me now?
I think you turned it off. Try to turn it back on again. Yeah, you just got a blank screen.
Are you serious? I'm looking at myself right now.
Yeah,
we can't see you, bro.
Y'all can't see me at all. I'm looking at all y'all right now. I've been listening to y'all in. Y'all can't see me at all.
We need your face.
Ghost Dad.
You might want to go out and come back in real quick if you can.
Let me see.
You were so quiet. I thought he went for dinner.
Yeah, I thought he.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
I thought he was eating.
I would say for me when I packed, man, I was kind of like how Sneaker Queen was when I found out. It's almost like I just had to start putting everything in a central spot in my room, and then just kind of going from there. I'm like, okay, who's gonna wear this? Who's gonna wear this? I'm pretty sure this is gonna be on the table. Let me put this to the side. I'm gonna think about it. I was just going there to just show my style. I think everybody, like everybody's saying, had their own style, and it's unique to them, and that's why when we came together, it's just like a melting pot of just sneakers, vintage, whether it's vintage or it's wearable stuff. It was I think I was more at all than anything because I'm seeing so much diversity on everybody's feet, on the table, all the conversations we had. That first night, man, I just didn't know what to do that first night when we was up there at that rooftop restaurant. I didn't know what to do. And I'm not saying like I didn't know how to talk or anything like that. It was just like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, where do I start? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where
Wow.
to start. Okay, I know him. I already chopped it up with him. It's like I just started moving around, man. I mean, that's the only thing I can say as far as that first night was just crazy.
That's why I wanted to ask you guys.
Wilson
what was
touched
it?
my hand.
I
He touched it.
I wanted
He
to
walked
ask you
past me,
guys.
he put his hand on my back. I don't know.
I wanted to ask you guys,
Man.
what was it like walking into the room for the first time and you seeing all these people?
Especially last year, it was crazy. It was crazy, but now that I know what happens now,
Appreciate you too,
it's
son.
like, oh, now I want to see all these people that I haven't seen before. You know, it's awesome.
So like, oh, we lost school again.
Yeah. School having technical difficulties.
Yeah, having technical difficulties.
Am I back now?
So-
Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me now?
We can't see you.
We hear you, can't see you.
We hear you, can't see you.
I'm looking at myself I'm looking at the screen.
All right.
You
Hold
were
on,
just
hold on,
there.
Scooter. Hold on, Scooter. How about
You
this?
were there and then you popped out.
There you is right there, Scooter.
I'm looking. Y'all can see me.
No,
No.
we can't see you.
Nope.
I'm looking at me. I'm looking at me.
He's looking at me.
looking at me.
That's crazy, bro. Man, come on. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. Hey,
Lights.
well, I guess I don't know what to do. I don't know.
The little
but-
camera at the bottom, maybe. I don't
But
know.
let me see. Hold on. Let me try one more thing, man. Cause I'm right here, man. Okay, how about now?
Your little circle.
We say you're average. Nope.
Man, that's crazy. I'm looking at myself. Hey, real quick, because I guess that's my cue to go eat. I don't know. But I just want to shout out to all y'all. I know y'all understand about what was the process of getting past. Me, since my foot was hurt, I just wanted to wear something that was comfortable, that I had some space in. So I didn't get to really wear what I wanted to wear. But I mean, it was just cool seeing all those dope shoes. I knew everybody was gonna bring some heat, so I knew I didn't have to bring shit because we was gonna see some shit anyway. But man, I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Retro Talk, all the guys, gals, y'all be safe, y'all be blessed, man. I'm gonna see y'all.
All right,
Appreciate
Scooter.
it,
Appreciate you coming through, Scooter.
Appreciate you, man.
Later, bud.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
See you soon.
Man, we got
So
Shout out.
so Cadillac to your question. I arrived to the party at like 7:30, so everything was already popping off. I walked into a room, probably 35, 45 people, all crammed into one half of the restaurant, and I didn't even want to. I didn't know where to start, so I started at the bartender and I got a shot.
there it is.
Where I
You
Place
gotta
to start.
loosen up, man. You gotta
Great
loosen up.
place to start.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, the first person I said hi to was the bartender, and I got a shot of whiskey for me and a shot of tequila for my brother-in-law, and then kind of made my way around the far side of the bar and started to see people, and people started to see me, and then yeah, it's crazy. So I told this to pretty much everybody I talked to that night. All I saw were conversations and smiles. And that's basically all that this is about, like the connectivity, the conversations. and then just it's weird but amazing to meet people in real life, because as we move past COVID all these years, right, like for 4 years or 3 years we couldn't like have this like in-person relationship, and then so 2023 went out to Portland, 2024 went out to Portland, 2025 go out to Portland, and it got bigger every year. And to see it grow and just to see the excitement, and then like everybody said, like there was no hostility in the room. Everything was just like conversations and smiles. And I talked to Julia. I've been friends with Julia for years now, and we shoot back and forth DMs and stuff. But it's amazing that someone from Germany was coming all the way to Portland, and her first time in Portland by herself,
which is crazy to me. How
Right.
you have never been to Portland?
right?
It
Right.
blows my mind.
Right?
But anyways,
Yes,
it blows
and
my mind.
That's yeah. So
Like the sneaker freaker queen has never been to Portland. What?
Really?
It blows my
Yep.
mind.
Not anymore.
Continue, Andrew. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
We wouldn't have happened without you guys. So thank you for that.
It's true.
yeah, so 45 people in the room, conversations and smiles. Some people went out to the fire pits to get some fresh air and all that stuff, but it was a good time. And once everybody got to know who everybody was and shake hands, hug, dap, whatever. I don't know if Tom said hi to me that night though.
You're right. I get enough of you. Gotta share you.
Yeah. He's seen me twice before, so.
Twice? Yeah, in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just different personalities. Some people can just jump into a room and just be completely comfortable, and other people are like, wait, who is what is give me my third drink type of thing. And all of it's good, in terms of there's no right way, but I think Andrew, you said it about just seeing smiles. I mean, the thing is, and even Friday night it was genuine. Like I didn't want to let go of some people. I was so happy to meet Rolo finally. I'm such a fan of what he does and the energy he brings, and he was just awesome. He was all teeth. He just all smiles the whole time. So it got emotional. Just saying goodbye to people.
You could really tell how most people didn't want to let go, because we were sitting in the lobby till like 4 a.m. on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was us the second year. Remember, OG? We stayed up all night.
Yeah.
But that Julia, that also happened last year.
Very good.
We were there until
We did. Yeah.
we were there until 2 a.m. I
We were
went
up
back
so
to my
late the
hotel. Yeah, I stayed at a different hotel last year, so I had to walk back past all the crackheads to my hotel.
Shit.
Double.
And I had to get up.
Hey man. Hey,
Shout out
he's
to all
not
the
lying.
crackheads out there in
He's
Portland.
Being honest.
I'm being honest.
Being honest.
He's being honest.
Part
I
of
walked quarter mile back. I Nick knows where I stayed, because I ran past him that one morning. But yeah, I had to walk. I had 2 a.m. I had to walk back to my hotel. I got to get up at 5 a.m. for my flight. Get on my flight. I'm hungover as shit. But man, I tell you, I didn't want to leave. Like it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exactly it, man. Like we could have talked all night, like all the boys
All
and
night.
gals,
Yeah.
So, did you and back to the crackhead thing? Like, did you see the shit that was going down at Denny's?
Yeah, we went to
Yeah.
Denny's and ate.
We went to Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
we did too.
Man,
We were there for
you
15 minutes. It was crazy. What was going on in there?
Now we saw some people going back there. I thought the crackhead was going back there and actually cooking our food for us. But we seen
what I
people
thought,
going
too.
back there that was just coming straight out from outside.
man.
You guys made Denny's like Waffle House over here.
Hey,
So.
man. It was
I'm
sketchy.
like, man,
It was
look.
sketchy.
It was a little sketchy, man.
sketchy,
Hey, look. V was watching the car like this. I said, V, what you doing?
'Cause
Nah,
I
I'm
always
just,
have
I'm
my
just
head on
watching,
the
man.
swivel.
We're sitting there
man.
eating, and here comes Julia walking up by herself. She just
Yeah, I'm
walking
like,
into the restaurant.
Yeah, she don't know. Yeah,
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 so
that
true.
was that
I had,
that
to be
first.
honest, I had one of the best conversations with one of the crackheads waiting for the bus.
Like it came
That's
all
what
from
I said.
Brooklyn. I got nothing to worry about.
Hey, I said you could fit in any situation. You don't mind talking to anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
It's
That's
true.
definitely her. I would say that first night, man, like I said, just being in the room and just kind of soaking up all the ambiance, all the conversations.
Yeah.
Like Drew said, man, it was a bunch of smiles and all the egos, like Scott said in the chat, all the
Yeah,
egos.
I was
It was
gonna
no
highlight that.
egos there.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
It was no egos there, period. I would say not only that night, just that whole trip, period. I didn't see no egos.
None.
I think once everybody
Yeah.
starts seeing the abundance
Come
of
in.
people,
What?
the abundance of collectors
Oh, come
coming in, I'm not gonna say this is the reason why the egos kind of stepped to the side, but it might have played a big part about that because it's not all about you, it's about us coming together, making this thing as big as possible and as enjoyable as possible.
In the movie room.
And that first night, I'm still stuck on that first night, man. I'm like, all the stuff that I seen, and even when it started thinning out around 12 o'clock, this guy brings his bag in. I'm like, what's in the bag? He started bringing out OGs, and I was like,
yes,
oh man.
yes.
Right.
Stuff like that, man, I love to see, man. Because I like to see other people's passion for like different sneakers. It don't necessarily have to be something that I like, or it's just the point of you bringing it out and showing to. It's stuff that I ain't never seen before that I saw on those tables, man. It's like,
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's something to really
Go ahead, Nick.
emphasize on with the group that we have. I mean, I think it's something to emphasize on. It's not about you. It's not about how many followers. It's about the community and like the personalities and the passion. Like that's, I get some like DMs here like asking about, oh, is it the top 75 collections or is it the X amount of followers? I'm like, that's absolutely nothing.
I would be anywhere near you guys.
You ain't lying. Me either. Low man on totem pole.
What the hell am I doing here?
Exactly.
If that was the case.
The unofficial theme to it was just sort of trying to break barriers, right? And so ego is maybe one of the barriers, that you would look at to maybe not talk to somebody. Oh, so and so's, whatever. And so, that's something to think about in terms of, these perceived barriers. Aaron is really big on wanting to talk about that for this, and maybe Andrew has something to speak on that too, or any of you guys really. But ego is for sure something like it's just we want people to be real. There's no time for, come on. I
really enjoyed about the meeting that yes, on one side no ego, but mainly I really enjoyed that everybody was curious, and I think that's a quality that's really important if you have a meeting like that, because the curiosity is really what brings us together, what really unites us in the passion. Because a lot of the collectors that were there were collecting things that are not from a decade that I collect. I'm mostly 70s and 80s. My collection stops at 92 from the interest of the design. But talking to all you guys about different models that I'm not such an expert in was really, for me, a really great experience.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, like for me, walking in there, it was kind of overwhelming because it's like, I'm like, what am I doing here? That's kind of like how it was for me, because I'm like, just coming from where I'm from, I never thought I would be in this situation, meeting these people. And it was truly a blessing to be asked to be, hey, do you want to come? And I jumped at the opportunity. And like Scott said, I don't want to necessarily say egos, because it didn't seem like anybody had any egos. Everybody was just vibing and just talking, and exactly. everybody was just
appreciating. That's
right. That's right. Just conversating. Hey, where are you from? Where did you fly from? And and just genuine conversation. There was no negativity. It was, you know, I saw a post Caesar said, and he was like, "This is what the culture should be about," and that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, everybody was willing to talk to everybody. When we was on the Nike campus, and I was just talking to different people, man. Just people that like Abdul. He was so approachable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And
Abdul's so nice.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to him, man. He
Yeah.
and also too, my mind is drawing a blank right now.
What do he look like?
What kicks do you have on?
You talking about Brendan Dunn?
Yes, Brendan Dunn.
Brendan Dunn.
Yes, you could walk up to him and talk to him, man. You know, and he was.
We had lunch with him. Nice.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, we did.
Exactly. And also, like I said, just to meet everybody that we had on the show in person, that was real dope in itself. And just like I said, just to be thought of and just to ask to come on this trip, I really appreciate whoever said our names to recommend for us to come, or just for whoever noticed us to come. I'm greatly appreciative. I'm truly appreciative. I shout out to the people that's in the chat. You know, it was dope meeting Mike, Front Page Aaron, Scott.
Sure.
You know, all these guys and girls that we met. It was just truly dope, and I'm just grateful, man. I'm still riding the high, and you know, it was dope meeting Tinker, get him to sign a pair of shoes and my magazine. But I think for me, probably the thing that I liked the most was just the interaction with everybody, and just everybody was just so welcoming and just talkative, and we were just able to talk to each other, and it wasn't no problem, no issues at all.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
A lot of great conversations, I'd say, and like just from like talking to her and Wilson, like there was a lot to learn. This, you know, and nobody to hear about what was it, hour and a half presentation by Wilson. Like how much it was like hard to absorb it all. Like I'm gonna have to watch that over again.
Yeah, and I know he didn't scratch the surface.
There's so much in there that like you just learn from. It was a great learning experience, and just making connections with people. It was really, really cool. It's like what's going to be the next one, you know, we're building. So
yeah, I felt
Real
like
quick. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Hold on.
You good? Go
I
ahead.
felt like when we was that Friday night, I felt like we all were students and he was the teacher. That's what it felt like. And we sitting there asking questions, raising our hands like this, asking questions.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's what Friday night felt like to me when we was in that room, man. And that was, I told my wife, I showed her a picture that Julie sent. I said, "You see us?" I said, "We looking at that monitor like we
yeah. It's true, man. We were just so captivated by everything.
Yeah, man. It was an amazing experience. But I don't want to get too far ahead. I want to kind of go day by day. You know, we still on Friday night, you know, not Friday night, but Wednesday night going into Thursday morning. You want to say something real quick, Hop?
No, I was just going to say, well, I don't want to like get too far ahead, but I learned a lot, so much on this trip. And it was really about the storytelling. And that's pretty much just the stuff that we thought about certain things was nowhere near what we thought.
Hey, man.
Or at least for me. Or at least for me.
Nah, I feel the same way too, bro.
Yeah. Or at least.
But as far as
I did kind of want to ask.
Look what Tucson said. You talking about schooler. Damn.
Oh,
hey, look, don't be dogging out no androids now. Yeah, we team Android over here, bro.
Shout out to Tucson, man. I had it, man. That first night, man, I had a dope conversation with him, and we had a connection that we didn't even know about. But shout out to Tucson, man. Very dope individual, man.
Right.
I could sit there and chop it up with him all night, man. Real dope, man.
Yes.
But let's head into the Thursday as we head to the Nike campus. So I kind of want to see what was going through people's mind. I know, Tom and Nick, pretty much all four of y'all, Nick, Ryan, and Andrew, pretty much experienced that Nike campus before. The rest of us, I think we haven't. I know I haven't.
Can I ask something real quick? Like how is it? How are we able to get on there like that to just get a tour? If Tom and Drew could elaborate on something like that, because I think that's probably something like a lot of people want to know.
So tours can be arranged. I don't know the official channel to get a tour arranged, but Greg's one of his titles is storyteller. So he's authorized to take people around campus, and he's been trained to have the information on different historical nuggets, where the buildings, the campus, how it grew, and all those little details that he shared with us on that tour. So I know I'm getting a little bit ahead, but on the tour that you guys experienced this year, it was different than the tour that we experienced last year. Last year, we did not go into Bo Jackson.
Wow.
Last year, we did not go to Serena. Last year, we did not go to Dan Fouts. So we went to Sebco. We went to Sebco, and then we went back to Joni's.
And Maxim's wasn't open yet, or Maxim's wasn't what it is now.
Wow.
So, but go ahead. Go. Yeah, sorry. You can make arrangements for an official tour, like sanctioned by Nike. A lot of those groups that we saw with other storytellers were there's a European group, maybe from Nike Europe. Some of the teams will get tours. We saw the people on the pitch. That was actually like a professional team that they say sometimes rents the pitch, and then the employees don't get to use it, and they get all bent out of shape because it's like, I want to go to play some football at lunch. But yeah, it just depends. We're very fortunate to have Greg. Greg's been very, very good and generous to us. And he's an amazing storyteller, an amazing friend, amazing dad. And he just started a new role as a PLM for the Olympics line. So he's going to be dealing with a lot of the Olympics product. So
nice.
Good for him.
Congratulations to him.
So to elaborate on his question, do you have to know a Nike employee to get a tour, or you can just?
I don't know the official answer to that.
Okay.
But
I got you.
It probably helps though.
It definitely helps. That's definitely how we got in last year. And so it's, I don't know if Greg has to go through official channels to get the time reserved for him to be away from his PLM role to take us around. I don't know all the inner workings, but one of his roles is as a storyteller, so he is an official tour guide for campus.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Wow.
So I was going to ask.
So Black, you don't need to know a Nike employee. You just need to know me.
Close enough.
No say it. Hey, I know everybody now.
I didn't. I forgot to leave my ego at the door.
We told him about the one rule we had is don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys are stuck with me.
Nice, man. Oh man.
Who the leader was? Oh, Ryan.
What's that?
No, Ryan Reese on the chat.
Renus. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he didn't think it was
right there. There's no.
Somebody turned him around.
Yeah, we were just a bunch of guys and girls hanging out in front of Nike.
Well, to be fair, it was like we were outside with pitchforks. Like there was like a whole crew of us just standing at the front.
Yeah.
The angry mob at the gates.
Yeah.
It's a little like we should have like little like pitchforks and flames.
I thought
So-
Casey was going to be the guy at first because I remember seeing his name in the chat, in the group chat, and I remember Casey used to do lives all the time. Back in the day, I used to be in his lives all the time, so it was dope meeting him that day too.
We made
Casey is a good guy.
Yeah. Say what time?
We made a last second decision. Instead of pulling the groups into two groups to have two separate tours, we wanted to try the best we could to do one tour just so everybody could sort of commingle together. And I mean,
I think it worked out.
What that experience was for you, but for us from a just sort of herding perspective, and I failed at the herding. Just keeping everyone in line and along for it was really not an easy thing. Just so much to look at.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of you guys are on Disneyland for the first time and all that, and you're there with each other, and so you're taking it in, and so it's very understandable to want to spend an extra minute or two looking somewhere or talking to somebody off to the side type of thing. It's just, you guys tell us, like, was that the right? Should we have been smaller groups? Do you think it would have been a better thing, or did you like that we stayed all? It was about 40 of us walking together. Does anyone have a feeling?
I think it was
thought it was all
good
right.
because we're all adults and we should know how to act. We're not kids, and we're not in the 5th grade or anything like that. So, they say just kind of stay together. I think for the most part we all did that. We all came together and made that happen. So,
I like that we were all together too.
Okay.
Who knows what happened if it was
up,
split up?
If we split up, for instance, say Tom was in the other group, and I know Tom's a Bo Jackson fan. I'm like, Tom, we're going to the Bo Jackson, and then he's not there. I'd be like, well, where'd he go? No, the guy I want to hang out and talk about Bo with is not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with Scott.
Like say there was the STS. I'd be like, Black, there's white. He's not here. I like that we were all together.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
What you about to say?
So I don't think you guys know this, but I fell behind after Michael Jordan, and Willie and I walked past Bo Jackson. I looked at Bo Jackson, and I didn't think you guys went in there because we didn't go last year. So Willie and I ended up walking past the Japanese garden, past the pitch, all the way up to Pete Sampras, and by then I said, actually we saw a big group on the far side of the pitch, and we said, holy shit, they're all the way on the other side of the pitch. And so we went up to Pete Sampras, and then we found out that you guys, I called my brother-in-law. I said, oh yeah, we're walking up to Nolan Ryan. I said, Nolan Ryan is backed by Mike Schmidt. I'm like, oh crap. And then I see the videos later that you guys went into Bo Jackson and you guys went up to the second floor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go jump off a building now.
Yeah,
I missed it all. I missed
So you
it
saying we
all.
got to do it again?
Is that?
You saying we got to do it again?
Do it again.
I don't know if security will let me back on campus.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say about having the whole large group there together. And even like when we went in those buildings, it didn't feel like it was like too congested. Everybody got to see everything. It was time until we moved through pretty smoothly, I thought. So again, conversations and kind of keeping everybody together and connected. If you want to see something and share it with somebody, everybody's there. So I thought it worked out really well.
And our guy did a great job of corralling all of us, especially if he felt like some of us were slipping in the back.
Yeah.
He just,
Yeah.
So kudos to him.
I mean,
man. He did a great
but
job.
like Tom said, man, it was Disneyland to some of us, man.
Yeah.
First time there, you experience something you never experienced before, and you're at all because you're on the campus, the world headquarters of Nike. It's a lot to take in, man, in a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot to take in, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think Julia kept us together too with the group chew picks.
Oh man,
the group photos. Yeah.
Just for the pictures, it was amazing to be in the group. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to do that many group pictures if we would have split up.
Yeah, definitely a lot of good
points. Really
so
good.
yeah, to answer your question, in my opinion, I think it was good that all of us stay together.
Okay.
Yeah, more like Scott said more conversations. I conversated with a few people while we was walking during the camp.
You and me right by the pitch, Hop, when we was walking up.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a great conversation. I
Yeah.
got to know you. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Like I got to know people. That was an amazing thing. It's like I said at Arts, I said, sneakers, my number 2 thing was sneakers is the lowest common denominator. Where we go from there, limitless, right?
Right.
It's true.
It's just what brings us together.
That's what brings us together. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that common denominator, like you said, man. I think, like I said, when we first turned onto one, what's that, Bauman Drive?
We started taking pictures.
I was like, oh shit!
Heart starts.
It was real.
When you just see that the pillars, the arc, and then the swoosh.
Yeah, man.
There's an emotion there. Like there's like a surreal feeling. Like I remember when I went last year, and it's like, wow, we're really going down.
Andrew, it gave me goosebumps.
You know the sound of 20th Century Fox, the beginning. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I was hearing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you one thing though. The Jordan building this year was like way better than last year of how I felt going in there than last year.
Really?
Why is
So
that?
it was a different setup?
Yeah, it was a different. It was the all white.
Yeah.
It was the all white Jordans, and none of them were the original colorways. Like some of them were gold, but I want to see the original ones. So it was nice to see that all the playoff ones were the original colorways on the wall, and then you also got that full set of ones, the Jordan ones there.
Ones. Man,
yeah, and then you got your door. I don't even know how to say that word. Dornbecker, word or wall. Like
DBs.
Everything to me, the vibe this year in the Jordan building was how I thought the Jordan building was going to be last year. So I enjoyed that, in my opinion.
So for you guys' reference, last year it was 1 through 39.
Yeah.
1 to 39, and then every championship model was gold. So everything white, and then 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10. Was it 11, 12, 13?
11, 12.
11, 12, 14. 11, 12, 14.
Yeah.
11, 12, 14 were gold.
Which was cool, but I thought this year was cooler.
So another cool thing was the white set that was on display at the time was starting to get oxidized. Some had started to turn yellow. Another cool little nugget is that Jermaine is the guy that kind of like manages that display in Jordan.
Oh, sweet. That's
so he works with the development. He's in development, so he works with the team to kind of like, okay, the next display is going to be, or the exhibit is going to be this, and he makes that happen. So that's Jermaine.
That's sweet.
It's cool.
Nice. What was you saying, Tom, earlier? Was you saying something earlier, Tom?
Regarding
about the Jordan display? About the Jordan display?
Oh, the last year versus this year. It was so much more this year. I agree with the energy that Ryan's talking about, but just as Andrew was talking about, they highlighted the championship ones.
Gotcha.
And they had that on the wall this year in the OG colors in the on the front side of the room. But then when you come in, you see all the 85 ones, and then also just the displays that are in the cases along the way, where you see, I think it was Tiana Taylor, Travis Scott. You have a good mixture of the curator, the people that are sort of ambassadors of the brand, from all the different sectors, So I agree. The energy was way up this year. It's way better. So shout out Jermaine. Good job, man.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know who Jermaine is, what's his do you have a Instagram?
Phase two.
Phase two. Okay.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And he got a pair of white and green Air Force STSs that I want, man.
Yes, he sure does. Yes, he sure does.
Ryan, when I saw those shoes, I was like, hey, man, I got a white pair back in the back, man. Let me get those. Nah, I can't do that.
I was like, Jermaine, I know you're in Jordan brand, but let's get these retro, okay? Talk to someone already.
For real, man.
He
Or
curated
just the
that
soles.
incredible
We're happy
display.
with just the midsoles.
Yeah, just give us the midsoles. Yeah, just give
Thank
us
you,
the
Julie.
midsoles.
Thank you, Julie.
You can
Take the
can't do the
midsoles.
shoe. It's okay. You won't get it right anyway. We take the midsoles.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, you won't get it right.
What about that toe box?
So which building, in your
dang
opinion,
toe
this
box.
year was I guess you say a building that you was highly anticipating going in?
I wouldn't mind going in the LeBron building, but I don't think they let too many people in there.
It was big enough though.
I just want
I have to say that was probably my most polarizing. When I looked at it, just wow, man! The architecture that they did with the Braun building.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, that
Did we go in
angle
it
at the
last year?
bottom is
that angle was crazy, man.
it was incredible.
And the waffle.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So open challenge V.
Uh-oh.
Next time we're there, we're gonna race up those stairs.
Okay. All right. We got it. We're in there.
Yeah.
We're in there.
And then
I saw it was blocked off.
Yeah, they were doing some filming thing for the Hood to Coast stuff, but
okay.
I'd love to run those stairs. I'd love to run against somebody. And then cool thing is in that ground floor, there's a cafe right there, so you can get some ice water
nice.
after. Yeah.
Nice.
I just know this because last year I refilled my water bottle there and I was like, oh, I gotta
The stairs.
Okay.
But yeah, for Hop and Black, you can get into the cafe, but I don't think you can get inside past the turnstiles.
They don't want to share innovation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not even the old stuff.
The big
Not even the archive stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to get in the DNA building. That's the.
Supposedly it's moving or something. So they're doing a new location for it.
Do they need helpers?
I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard.
Let's put a U-Haul sticker on the back of our.
I got some helping here to help.
Yep.
Yeah, so put that hard head on.
Yeah.
So Julia, you gotta empty out those moving boxes and then take them with you to Portland and help them move.
With a couple, just a couple.
They're really improving the front there with the Maxims. If you guys did everybody go in the Maxims building?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Good. So like just seeing the Prefontaine stuff and giving the museum up front there, I thought was incredible. It's
so cool in there.
Like it really made me feel like I was at Nike, just seeing the Prefontaine stuff and then the van. Like whoever's curating that, like absolutely hats off on in terms
That
of
huge Pegasus picture.
Yeah, the big
the Pegasus. Yeah.
Sabrina.
And that is open to the public. You can go in there and check
Walk
it
right
out.
in.
Who signed?
Yeah.
Who of you signed the wall? Did you all sign?
Was there Sharpie in the room or?
I couldn't find a Sharpie. I did not sign.
Little,
Oh, okay.
Photo.
I was talking to somebody in Maxim's at the photo booth. He came up to me because he saw my hat and he was also from Hawaii. And he said, "Oh, blah 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 blah, and information, all that stuff." And that's like, okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, you're from Hawaii. So yeah, he was from Kailua, and then it's just a town outside of where I live, and we had this huge conversation about just life and how everything came together. And he's like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm here with a bunch of people and taking them around campus and experiencing Nike." And it's really cool that it happened in Maxim's because it's just like of all the places. Like I'm in Prefontaine, and he comes up to me, and it was after I had walked. I was still getting over seeing an OG 87 Air Trainer 1.
Yeah.
On the wall. And
beautiful too.
My emotions were all over the place at that moment. So
yeah, that thing that was sick, bro.
It was so nice.
So you didn't see that last year?
Nope.
No.
Prefontaine was not open last year.
Oh, okay.
No, it was open last year.
We got in.
You got in there?
Yeah, it was open last year. I didn't get to go in it, but it was open for a little bit. Supposedly there was an original Jordan 7 from the Olympics signed by
Yeah,
You went in, didn't you, OG?
Yeah, we went in last year, and then they had like a whole room with different. I think they changed it this year. They didn't have it was all the different air units, like the evolution of.
Yeah,
that wasn't there this year, right? That was last year, yeah. So it was pretty cool.
This year was super nice though.
Everything was different last year's, between each like corridor in the back and everything. So, which was cool. But again, you couldn't take photos last year or this year. But I saw a few snuffs come in, but I didn't do it. Kept it clean. But going back to the buildings that we did get go in, like the Bow and the Serena, as impressed I was with the Bow, like the Serena, I felt was like even more. It was just like the layout. It was just elegant and like the space. It was just like the storytelling, and like you just felt it. Like the way they displayed all that stuff. Even if tennis does suck, like you still felt it. You know what I mean?
You paying attention? There he is.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
You got his ear.
Yeah. His attention.
Yeah, they had some very nice displays in there. You know, the outfits, the trophies.
Yeah, and in the glass cases that they're in, which is crazy.
Yes, that was dope.
Very
So, real quick, I guess to summarize the Nike, what was this year better than last year? We got to see a lot more this year than last year.
We had more access this year for sure. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, more access. Yeah, more access this year. But it was your guys' first time, so you probably were the same as me and all the other guys' first times last year. Was like, wow. Right? Because last year to us was wow, you know?
Yeah.
Just crazy.
So also for reference, Tom has been there. That was my first time on campus. So the second year I did feel like I knew the layout. I knew where the buildings were. Did you guys know? Did Greg point out Phil's office to you guys when we were in front of Sampras? Above that cafe?
I think it was so much going on for me. I didn't hear it.
Okay, so when we walked up from the pitch, and then Pete Sampras was right to the hard right, and then Jerry Rice was just past. Jerry Rice was just past the walkway across from Pete Sampras. So in that little like opening courtyard area, there was like a cafe straight ahead of us.
Yes.
If you look straight up, that's Phil's office. And typically, if he's in the office, sometimes he'll come to the window and say hi or whatever. Or he's been known to go down to that cafe and just stand in line with everybody else to get food. And
Speaking of that, sorry, go on, continue,
ahead.
Andrew.
No.
Yeah, speaking of that, from last year that we didn't get this year in the walkabout was that random meeting of Wilson just shows up and we're just talking with him, and then Drew Ramberg, right? Drake Ramberg, sorry, Drake Ramberg, and we were just wandering around, and then all of a sudden we're chatting with them, and then Prestology comes up, and like, what is going on? How are these guys even know we're here? And we were just mingling, and then we're having lunch with Drake, and then Wilson's like, yeah, I'll come out to the event later. Yeah, no problem. You know, it was like, what?
Crazy.
You remember that? Like, crazy. Nick, you remember that, right? Like, what? I was mind blown like crazy last year. Like,
wow.
Yeah,
that's the random meetings of people that we met last year. Was
okay. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where the food truck was
lined
at.
up.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's beautiful.
The left side there.
Let me find out you stalking that man.
I see nobody staring at the windows
like that's just a little Easter egg nuggets. You send a picture and it's like, what do you see? It's like, oh, I see a fucking building. I see a cafe. I see some chairs and tables and people. But that little knowing that where Phil Knight has his office. That's okay, cool.
Yes,
guys only worth like $10 billion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be the one to. You can all throw tomatoes at me at the same time. I'm going to say thank you. I don't know the chat. It's amazing to see all your faces again. Exactly 2 weeks from when we got together. Means the world to me. And so thanks for having again. And this chat is, I think, very formative for people that maybe weren't able to be with us or able to be with us just yet, and just get a real feel for what it is we experienced. So nothing but love for you guys. Julie, what time is it for you? Is it 2 something in the morning?
3:30.
3:30.
Yes.
3:30, and she's still all smiles.
Yeah, all smiles.
Yes.
Well, I
It's
have
like you're
nothing
just
to
sitting in the
smile about.
lobby of Eastland.
She's like, it's only 3:30.
Well, nothing but love, guys.
Tom, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for
Appreciate
coming
you,
on.
Tom.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for all that you did for us, bro. On the trip,
Absolutely.
everything, man. Thank you.
Honor. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Oh man.
Shout out to Tom, man.
Yeah.
And the Retro Talk guys, it was, I've known a lot of you guys for a lot of years, and like, again, the ability to kind of connect in real life was, I've known Black for how long?
Too long.
I don't before you had to change your account, man.
Yeah, too long. That was one.
Now
of
that's
those,
an Easter nugget right there.
Yeah.
That's
that was one of those culture shocks for me. I had to change my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's this is something special, and
I'll say this real quick. I remember last year seeing you guys on the trip, right? And I reached out to Andrew, and I was like, how can we get on this trip? And he just kind of explained it to me, and I was like, okay. We just chopped it up for a minute in the DMs, and for it to kind of like come full circle and to get an invitation. It's like
boys, I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. So I'm peacing out.
Man.
I love you guys. I gotta run.
man.
I gotta
Appreciate
help my
you.
wife and the kids to bed. So
No,
you guys have a good one.
You good, man.
We'll
We
speak
appreciate you,
soon.
man.
box up those tech challenges for me, Ryan.
Of course. Peace.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Take care.
Yeah.
But
We'll-
just for y'all to expand it and have more people come, like they would, like everybody was saying, I think it's true. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a dope thing to have other people experience it, and just to have that experience going there and meeting everybody.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. And Cadillac, don't feel left out, man. I'll put you on our radar for sure. Got you.
Listen, I appreciate it. When Hop was sending me pics almost every day, like a kid at summer camp, and I was like, I want to go. And he's hitting me up. He's like, bro, it's amazing out here. And I'm looking at Black's face in the pictures. I'm like, he's in sneaker heaven right now. But it just looked like everybody, like exactly what you said, everybody had smiles on their faces in the pictures. Like the way you guys look being around each other, it's like that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about when you're in this space, like to be able to have the conversations and hear the origins of how people got into sneakers and to share your collections and your experiences. That's exactly what it's all about.
100%.
So I want to ask you this real quick, Drew. Based on last year, and Nick, you can chime in too. Do you feel like this year was better than last year? Do you have any regrets expanding the group? Like just how do you feel about last year, from last year to this year?
Well, last year I got to meet Nick. I don't know why he had to come back this year.
I twisted his arm, honestly.
No, I've known Nick for shit almost as long as I've known Black, probably. I wouldn't say better. I'd say different, and different is better. Different is good, right? With growth comes challenges, but with challenges comes opportunity. So, I want to see this. I, as one of the people involved with the production of this event, I want to see it grow. I want to see it prosper, and I want to see it done organically. I don't want it like manufactured. I don't want to have to buy something to make it bigger. It's grown year over year, and that's by design. We definitely have challenges with it growing and how we have to manage, the invitees and sometimes we just can't physically accommodate everybody to come back every year, and some people's schedules don't line up, and it's just there's a lot of challenges. But the good thing is the energy is still there, the conversations are still happening, the appreciation which we value so much. Every time someone tells me thank you, I have really no idea what to say, because I appreciate it, but at the same time it's like I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you guys. We do this for you guys. You guys are the reason why we have this, and this is so powerful and special, and the energy. So year over year, I love it. I love that it's growing year over year. I love that the energy is still positive, and conversations and smiles. And I want to see it keep going. Yeah. But Nick may have a totally different opinion. He's had to deal with me for 2 years now, so it has its drawbacks.
Right. What I would say is a larger group. Last year, just thinking of introductory of Nike campus, when we first got there last year, and everybody's not really knowing each other, and it's a little shy, wasn't as quick action, I guess you could say. This year you could see because a lot of reconnection, but then I feel it just blew up even more because there's a bunch of new people that kind of fed into it, and you just felt it more. This year I felt it more when we were all out there and everybody taking pictures in front. Like Andrew was saying, organically growing. It wasn't forced. It was oh hey, yeah, we're all reflecting back on last year's memories and then creating new ones with you guys this year that first experience. And I remember my last year first experience, and that's something I'll never forget. The first time I was on Nike campus, and it was it's a special feeling, special moment. But then it was cool seeing you guys your first tour through and seeing everything on the first time. And you always see different things every time you go. And next year now I'm going to be looking for a full night.
There's always right there.
It's always experience. It's experience for everyone. Even the Tinker Hatfield thing. I remember just being very nervous, speaking with him and what I wanted to say and have a discussion with him. And then this year I was I wanted all you guys to see, and I'm just kind of watching from afar and seeing that in your eye, this is amazing, and then having your story with him, and then wait for time to chime in. So it was just it was magnified. This year was more magnified. That's the word I can use, with the growth, and not too big though. I think it was just the right size. You don't want it to be feel like a convention with everybody with the name tag. Of course we had name tags, but it was very very simplified.
Yes.
But it didn't have that convention feel. Is my point.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing too is there were more new people this year than there were returnees, right? So aside from myself, Tom, Don, Seth, and Steve, most of the people were new. Not as many people were like alumni. And the other thing too, what Nick said with Nike Campus is like, okay, well, because that wasn't his first time there, he can share his experiences and his the details that he noticed that maybe people wouldn't notice with new people first time on campus. And that kind of like makes the first experience a little bit deeper, takes it a little bit further. Look for Andre Agassi's bust on the walk. Where is it? Like, you wouldn't know that, but you walk right out of was it Mike Schmidt? It's right there around the corner. And just little things. So year over year, I think the experience obviously kind of magnifies. I hope that as it grows, everybody gets to meet everybody. It doesn't get to the point where if you have 5,000 people in the room, I'm not going to be able to have a conversation and get to know 5,000 people. It's not a sneaker con. Aaron was very clear about that. This is not sneaker con.
Yeah.
We don't need another sneaker con. We have enough of those.
We sure don't. Yes, we do.
This isn't about buy and sell. I would argue that later in the evening, we've had thousands, hundreds of $1,000s worth of shoes on the tables and on our feet. I know V's got Supreme Dunks on his feet at TEDx. I'm like, what the heck?
Just happy to be
but
here.
not one of us looked at anything with a dollar sign.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
It was just like I'll tell you this, Black, like your OG TW, your OG Air Trainer 2 or TW2, whatever you want to call it. It's Air Trainer 2 now that you restored with Marcus, Restore Kicks, right? Man, those things are worth more to me personally than, I don't know, like something else on another table, like an Air Jordan or something, like, because that's just the power of like, okay, well, that's what resonates with me.
With you, yeah.
But I don't see it as a sign of oh yeah, it's worth $50,000 to me. I see it as like that's something that would be a showcase in my collection. I mean, like that's the kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, keep going. I talk too much.
No, man, this is what we need, man. Just to rekindle all these emotions that we felt over this past week, man. I'm just so thankful and grateful to have the opportunity to be with the individuals that I was with. And I think I said it earlier in my post. I came with the right group. I wasn't supposed to be with a group before me. I may not be supposed to be with a group after me. I feel like I came with the right group. So I appreciate that more than anything that I saw. So
I want to hear what Julie got to say.
I was about to say the same thing. I want to get her opinion. I was about to say the same thing.
About what?
Everything, like as a whole. Like, how did you feel from the time you got the invite up until, just as a whole? Just how did you feel on Nike, meeting everybody?
Because you was moving on Nike now. You was doing a lot on Nike outside of it. I don't know if you enjoyed it or not. You was moving.
Absolutely. But I'm a jumping frog. I'm always all over the place because I'm trying to take pictures of everything. And I've tried to be. I actually do have to admit I did regret a little bit not seeing the tables in the back at the meeting itself, because I saw that there was some very nice TW trainers out there that I would have liked to, not even if I wouldn't have had time to observe, and at least take some pictures to observe them at home. And that was actually a nice thing to have all these pictures to look through, because I really got to relive the meeting a little bit for the second time and actually look at some details that I couldn't check. And, it was just for somebody who was there for the first time, my main objective was meeting everybody and getting to know everybody. And of course, I came for sneakers as well. And I was interested in seeing what everybody brought because it's a reflection of their personality or their style. But in the end, for me, it was more important to get in contact and talk to everybody. So I do have to say it was a little bit too short for me to get in touch with everyone or just actually to have a conversation for everyone. So I would have liked to have a couple of hours more. Actually, we could have done the meeting the whole day, I think, because just there was enough material on the tables to just have conversation about, let alone all the designers that actually showed up that were super interesting to talk with. I think I got maybe 2 minutes in with Aaron, and then the rest we did via Instagram again because we didn't have time to really catch up or talk to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I
Oh,
say,
and
go ahead. Go ahead, Andrew.
sorry, Black. And I told Aaron, I said, Aaron, you cannot do that that hood to coast again, because we need you there for the conversations. Everybody wants to have like these little conversations with you just to like pick your brain or like develop a relationship and just talk story, tell their stories. It's so important. It's so powerful. Like, we want you there. We like, I get it. He had to do hood to coast, but
no, but it was perfect to have him there.
Yeah.
He stayed so long. I mean, I was really amazed that he took so much time, especially if he had that big run the next day. You know?
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah.
I was very amazed that he took some time, and definitely was one of my favorite moments. There were some other moments that definitely also are in the top 3, but seeing how much effort he put in that and how much he really talked from the heart was very special.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And the way that he bent down for the short people in the room, I can't appreciate him. You guys are laughing, but it takes some serious consideration to do that. I know that his knees, he was probably hurting the next day, man. But I am just so appreciative that he did that, because he did it for everyone. He did it for everyone, man.
Man of the people.
So I took a picture with Aaron just as he was leaving outside of Arts Academy.
Yeah.
And he took a picture with me. He went down one step.
He's awesome, man. He's just that considerate.
One step and squatted a little bit just so that we could be this. Oh, I feel you on that one.
It's just real, man. It's just real, because a lot of people wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people wouldn't do that. So I appreciate him. Appreciate him for everything.
That same night, did anybody get interviewed in that back room?
I did.
What was the questions they asked you? Do you remember the questions they asked you?
Mostly about how did I get here? How did we get to sneakers? How did the connection happen? Where are we from? And then also talking about ourselves, I think. Or did you have different questions?
No, I think mine was pretty much the same. She did say something about the sponge and the butterfly, which is something that Aaron Cooper was kind of saying that they when he was talking. And she just asked me what I thought of that, what's my opinion on it, yada yada. So it was somewhat around the same thing she was asking you. I was just trying to see if anybody else actually got a chance to go back there and get interviewed. So on the footage of that,
butterfly, how dope was that T-shirt that Aaron created? I thought that was such a nice gimmick, and in general, how many people brought stuff that they created. I really enjoyed seeing more personality beyond, like creative personality beyond the sneaker.
Yes.
So seeing that shirt out front before you walk in, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe it's just a, telling them, hey, this is where the spot is. I didn't think we was going to get a shirt. I didn't think we was going to get an Aaron Cooper shirt. I just thought maybe that was just something to tell us, hey, this is the spot you need to be at, because we was walking down the street trying to find it. So it's good that we did see that shirt hanging up on that on that railing.
Yeah.
Demon beacon of hope.
Oh yeah, you should put like some neon lights around it or something. But
not a sneaker convention.
No, it's not a sneaker convention. Yeah. That's right. Let me take that away. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would say that whole Thursday night, it put a lot of things in perspective for me as far as like seeing the different collectors, seeing the passion in the shoes that they're displaying. Some things might not be your cup of tea. You know, you might not like this shoe. You might love this shoe, or vice versa. But I just feel like that whole, it didn't matter what table had shoes on it. I think every shoe in that building, in that room, on those tables, each had a story to tell from whoever brought that shoe to that event. You know, I know Nick was picking up a couple of shoes that I had, and I go up front and I saw Jermaine with his white and green Air Force SCS, and I was sitting there talking to him about that and seeing that the shoes that Toussaint brought in, you know, he had like a Puma suede,
Dapper Dan,
a Dapper Dan signed Puma suede. He had like two Reebok Sean Kemp's like Rain Man's. Man, he brought it was a lot of stuff on the
it
tables.
was so diverse, man. So
to
diverse.
just soak in and just be like, man, if this is what heaven or sneaker heaven feels like,
Right.
just leave me here. You know what I mean? That's exactly
Right.
what it felt like. And just sitting here talking and thinking about it, I'm getting goosebumps already. That's how stuff like that, as far as sneaker wise and vintage wise and collecting wise, it affects me. If I start getting goosebumps, man, I kind of relive like where I was at that moment. It's like I'm still there, you know. And that Thursday night, it just put a lot of things in perspective for me. Like, people appreciate each other in that room. Like I said, was no egos, none of that. And the fact that, you know, we're in here rubbing shoulders and elbows with, you know, top echelon Nike designers and legendary Nike designers, and, you know,
that don't mind talking to you.
Man, it was just one of those things. Like, it was a surreal moment. And like Nick said earlier, when he said he first met Tinker, he said he was a little nervous. When I saw Tinker, it's like, I think Julie and somebody else said, "All right, let's take a group picture." So everybody, you know, the cameras jumping on the couch, and everybody got to get around the staircase, and I turned to my right. God damn it, Tinker's standing right next to me. That's how I was inside. Like, this man is standing right next to me.
You was kind of standing back. I looked there just a man, come up some.
No, but what I'm saying is he was still beside me though.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of him, it was some crazy dude that was kind of doing like little Ron Artest things in his face. It was like making little crazy faces, man.
That was,
I can't remember who that.
that's Jeff Salas.
Yeah,
he was doing the Stevenson blowing the kiss.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, he was standing right beside me.
Okay,
and I was
right
like,
beside me in the picture.
I got Tinker Hatfield standing next to me. So I guess when everybody dispersed from the cameras, he kind of migrated basically where we were standing at, and then next thing you know, everybody kind of like started coming around him. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait my turn. You know, I'm not gonna bombard him, anything like that. But I had my stuff ready. I wasn't nervous. I got up there. My thing with him is, I said, hey, I got a question to ask you. And I said, I've been waiting 35 years to ask this question.
You had a great moment with the Precious, though, with him.
Say it again.
You had a great moment with your Precious with him, though. I don't know if you saw the pictures that I uploaded today, but there was some moments where he's taking the Pressure. He's like, you see his face lighting up. He's like, oh, I'm so happy you brought these, you know.
So that's what he was telling me. I was like, he saw the shirt, of course, and then he saw me with the Pressure in my hand. And I'm like, I gotta know what was the inspiration behind this shoe. So, Hop, he did a great job of videotaping it. You couldn't really hear it because of a lot of the background noise from people talking. But once he started talking, he started telling me design elements that I never knew about that shoe. Like, he was telling me, of course, that they was trying to, one up Reebok, since Reebok came out with the pump. Something I didn't know about that shoe is they had an inner air bladder on the insole, like a full length bladder on the insole. I never knew that. So I said, is that the reason why the 180 pump has it on the arch? He's like, yeah, that's where they got it from. They just downsized it. So the air pressure would have been a pressurized bladder around the whole shoe, even on the footbed. That would have been crazy. Expensive, but crazy. So I asked him, I said, well, what's this little I have to show it to you. Of course I got him.
Look at him.
Got him signed. So I asked him about this circle right here. And he said, well, that was to get your mind off this big glob of polyurethane in the back.
The pop of color.
Just the pop of color, yes. He said that was the only reason why, because he said this was the final, but the sample was much bigger and much, it stuck out further than what you see now. And I was like, I asked him, I said, did it work? He said, yeah, it did. Because a lot of people just look at that circle now. They don't look at that hump in the back. And he was, like I said, he was giving me nuggets on this shoe that I never knew about. I didn't think I was going to sit there and talk to him for that long period of time. I appreciate my dog for getting that video for me. He, like Julie said, he was real, surprised to see that shoe.
And happy, super happy.
Yeah, he was smiling, and I didn't think I was gonna hold a conversation that long. I wasn't trying to hold up the line. I'm sorry, folks. I wasn't trying to hold up I wasn't trying to hold up the line at all, man. But I mean, when the guy talks, man, you just gotta listen and kind of keep that conversation going, man. And I was just trying to get all the nuggets I can about this shoe, man, because for those that don't know, man, that's my favorite shoe of all time, hands down. So
I have it on good. Notice that those types of stories, hearing it from people, really kind of Tinker loves that shit. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he really appreciates the appreciation. So that you had that moment, that you're able to have that moment and extract those little nuggets of information that blew your mind. That's really special.
Absolutely.
For to hear.
Absolutely, man. And another person that I kind of caught wind to was Christian Tresser. I had a nice conversation about him with him, man. I didn't know he was he worked for Reeboks from 92 to 95, because I started drilling him about a whole bunch of Reeboks from that time period, because my era of sneakers is 87 to 94. So that's that's my wheelhouse. And once I started talking to him about that, man, we kind of just started chopping it up, and it probably led to maybe a 20-minute conversation, man, over there. And those kind of conversations I like, because it interests me to know that I know somebody, or I can talk to somebody about a certain design of a sneaker. And I just thought, talking to everybody in that building, you had Tucson in the building, talking to him for a little bit. You had Aaron Cooper talking to him about a shoe that Big Mac brought in, which is the Air Alonzos, the high tops. I asked him about that. Just his design cues on stuff like that. If that's a 97, 98 shoe, why did he use a high top? It's just stuff like that I'd be wanting to know. It might not mean nothing to somebody else, but it definitely mean a lot to me just to know what was the inspiration behind stuff like that. So just to sit there and be able to talk to people that design and curate these sneakers that we're so in love with is a dope thing to me, man. It's a blessing at the same time.
Yeah, or even just get some curiosities confirmed. Like for me, I wore this Metro Grid over the shoulder shirt, if you remember, a long sleeve. And one of my favorite moments was when I took the first pictures of Tinker. He spotted me and he was like, "Oh, I made that." So, I thought that it was his design, but I wasn't sure. So it was one of the reasons why I put it on, because I wanted to ask him where this design came from, if he was involved. I should have asked him if all the over-shoulder shirts came from him. Would have been good to know.
Yeah, he was definitely a great guy to talk to. I wish it was to the point where he stayed a little longer and was able to kind of like, talk to us a little bit more. But I understand, things happen, he probably had some other prior engagements to do. So you can't keep the man from doing what he had to do. But like I said, that was a dope, very dope. That was a very dope night, man. I'm still living in awe with that night, as opposed to all the other nights. All the other nights, man. Like that whole trip is 2 weeks later. I'm still on cloud 9.
Riding high, man. Riding high.
It is, man. It is, man.
Guys, I don't want to be rude, but it's 4:05 at my end. I think I have to split soon. I just wanted to say to everybody.
I was wondering when that was going to come.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to work
You know you've been
tomorrow.
holding you up here.
Now, thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thanks for having me. It's been a real pleasure seeing you again, all. And thanks again to all the organizers for this amazing trip, this amazing experience. Really, yeah, I'm so glad that I was able to leave something with you also. So yeah, thank you so much for everything, all your kindness and all the passion and all the love. Worldwide sneaker love, guys.
Give us a shot of the ring before you go, though.
Boom.
There it is.
You have a good
Appreciate
evening.
you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. And thanks for having me.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
evening. Thank you.
See you later, Julie.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're doing that 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead, Drew.
Sorry, Nike World Headquarters Thursday morning, and then the gathering at Arts Academy on Thursday night. I mean, in my mind, I don't see how it could have gone better. Aside from it going all night, which it could have easily done.
Easily,
yeah. What up, Jay Trainer? Appreciate you coming through.
Hey, Josh.
Dope.
So hey, that's a cool ad, because Josh and I have known each other for 10 years. That's the first time I met him in person.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
hey, man, the power of sneakers, right?
Yeah. Him and Johnny Migdal, two amazing guys from Brooklyn. We both kept each other going through the pandemic. We both have families, young kids, and dude, it was amazing that it was this event. They've been trying to get me to go out to New York for ever, but it was this event that brought them out to Portland, and we got to meet in person. And hopefully, you guys all got to talk to them. And
I think we sat down. We had lunch with them at the Nike headquarters.
Yeah. And he had the amazing display of trainers in the back room, right? Oh my God.
That's all Josh.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
the Viotech samples that Josh brought are
yes. Wild.
He had a couple of samples on that table. I believe.
He had some crazy shit on that table.
Some trainer ones.
Yep. Those sample trainer ones with the Volt on the. There were two different variations with like a gray with the Volt. And Jesus, like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, man.
I'm a trainer guy. But I don't hold a candle to Josh. Like, I'm just, jeez.
Incredible assortment of people.
Yeah. But again, man, that just shows you, the power of sneakers, and when everybody come together, man, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Love what John
Go ahead,
brought.
Nick.
I say I love what John brought too, with the tennis, basketball, soccer ball, Mac Attack, the white one with the
the grass sole.
Grass, really.
We
talked about those, for sure.
The GS ball series, the basketball, tennis, and soccer shoes, that it's very rare to see the whole set together in one place at one time.
Right.
So Yeah, that's
And then
pretty
threw
funny
some
about
Royal 85s on just for insult to injury.
Yeah.
I was like looking
Yeah.
at it, wait a second, what are you doing here?
Yeah. It's wild, man. It's wild.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Overall dope trip though, man. I think the Friday, the Portland gear, that was pretty dope, unexpected. The bag is super nice.
Appreciate that,
I
Mr.
love that
Harvey.
bag.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love that bag.
Yeah. Clogs are
Appreciate it.
super nice. You know, dope experience. He had a real good presentation. I kind of like the jackets that he had on display. They kind of remind me of like the Pro Line style jackets. Like the team jackets. Yeah. That's gonna be dope when they come out. So yeah, I think that was all in all, that was pretty dope. I got my wife a pair. She loves them. And,
I got the wrong size for my wife, man. I had bought the wrong size.
Uh-oh.
I told you, tell her cut them
You got
toenails.
2 weeks to make up for it.
I gotta get him exchanged some type of way, man.
Yeah. And then to sum it all up, the Wilson event Friday evening. When you thought it couldn't get any better with the gathering with Tinker, man, that was like the icing on the cake. That was like the icing on the cake. Kind of, how did that come about, Andrew, with the Wilson event?
So last year in the whiskey room, we had Chad Troyer, and he brought a bunch of, and you know, so the story with Chad is when he was younger, he sent an email, just shoot his shot with Aaron. Aaron responded to his email. That inspired Chad to follow his dreams, and Aaron mentored him through his career. And Aaron is actually his best man in Chad's wedding and Chad's uncle to, like an uncle to Cooper's kids. Nice. So last year, Chad brought a bunch of different shoes from his collection that kind of celebrated Aaron's career at Nike. So we thought that because Aaron wasn't going to be there on Friday, and then also too, Wilson showed such great interest, and several of us are such good friends with Wilson. We're like, oh, why don't we do? And he had just retired, so they said, why don't we do a career retrospective with Wilson? And Wilson was like, I'm all in. Let me know, because one, he loves what we do. He loves the people that we bring in. Him and Cooper, have a good relationship, and yeah, it just kind of came about. And like what Black said, it was like sitting in a lecture that you actually wanted to be at. You're not falling asleep in class. Like you're all 100%, all your senses just going. And because there's only limited space in the room, I was outside managing just everything else going on out there. And I knew Steve had my back. He had his camera going and he's recording everything, and everybody else in there kind of just absorbing all that information and all that energy. And when I hear you guys say, it can't get any better, and then it just does, it's just like, that's so rewarding that you guys feel this way, and that people received it that way, and that we'll share it out, and hopefully people will just kind of propagate out there.
Yeah, let's say job done.
Well done.
Basically.
So
job
right
well
there.
done.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on for a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I was very surprised because I thought maybe it was something that y'all had set for Wilson, and y'all had this big presentation for Wilson. But once I saw him working that TV and the laptop, I was like, I said, "Oh, he finna give a presentation."
Man, what a
So
treat,
I'm
man.
look. I made sure. I made sure I sat up close by the teacher.
What a treat, man.
And credit to Steve. Steve really set all that up because Steve Sneaker Tech Talk. I think he even had a presentation, and then he had a plaque or like a collage that he presented to Wilson. And then Wilson actually volunteered and said, yeah, I'll put some slides together and I'll put something together for you guys. But all credit to Steve and Seth kind of really led the charge on that one. So that's on them. I'm more the food. If you like the food, thank me. You like the presentation, go thank Steve and Seth.
I see you like spicy food then.
What was you about to say, Nick?
Oh, I was saying the Wilson, he like had a flight and he came back the next day and like
Man, yeah.
I was expecting to talk and like show a little something, like an hour and a half, like in depth and like how much stuff that we all learned like during that time and just all the backstories and like his family and working with Tinker and all the design, the elements of like the buildings and their workspaces. It was just like it was really, really cool. It was like so engaging. You're just like Andrew was saying, like you're just locked in like the whole time. It was like you didn't want to like miss any of it. And it was just, it was really, really rewarding just listening and trying to comprehend. And luckily, Steve did record everything because you probably can't grasp everything because you're like
for sure.
So it was really, really cool.
And then him taking the time after, man, to make sure that everyone that wanted to a picture with him, an autograph.
Right.
Just incredible him doing that, man. So
again, with all these guys, it's not like convention setting where they're like at a table, they sign, it's all personal, take their time, and it's like just like regular people, quote unquote, like me hanging out.
They're not, but yeah.
Obviously themselves,
Yeah.
Caesar, what's good, bro? Your African Caesar in the house.
What's good?
The interactions are authentic. They're not transactional, they're just
for sure
storytelling, sharing the connectivity, and it's all authentic. There's no $20 for a freaking autograph type of thing. No, it's not transactional. This is real connectivity. So that's what's special.
Yeah.
Real quick, guys, I really apologize. I do need to drop, but I appreciate.
Caesar said, "Nice to meet you."
Oh, hey, Caesar, Andrew, nice to meet you. You just get in.
Oh man,
Caesar's my dog.
That's an ongoing thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be real quick.
Yeah,
having that conversation with you and him, man, that was a pretty dope conversation that y'all had that night before we left. I know some lines probably got mixed up earlier, but to see you guys kind of like talk it out, man, I think in my eyes that was very dope. That was very dope.
Like we look for the definition of success, and in every time that we plan these events, and how do we define that? And there's hard metrics that you can use, like, okay, well, return on investment and all that stuff, and that's a business side. But when I look at where we were last year to where we are this year, and the connections that we made, the barriers that were broken, and all the conversations, that's the definition of success for us. I mean, everybody, conversations and smiles, everybody had a good time. I sincerely appreciate all the thank yous and everything. It's like I said, we do this for you guys. We do this for the community. We do this for the culture, and it's all about the authenticity and bringing everybody together and having these conversations. And we're all better people because of it,
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
But,
I appreciate you coming on with us, Drew.
Yes, thank you guys.
Drew.
I will talk to you guys again soon.
Yeah,
and
we'll
bring some sneakers.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, guys.
Thanks, man.
Take it easy, man.
Thanks, brother.
Nick.
Yeah.
You got any pickups lately?
No, I didn't. Well,
no.
I brought some stuff from the trip though out a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
These sneakers.
Okay.
So again, shout out to Sneaker Savant.
Sneaker Savant.
Yeah,
Yes.
really cool. Really cool.
JP.
It's got, I don't know if it's going to show, but the Gathering Portland 2025. So my daughter, she pulled this one with the outsole, and then I got the part of the bottom of the swoosh. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
But what is hard? I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad he stayed in Chicago. So.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, look at that.
I had my conversation with Tinker about this, my love for it. My first Air Jordan I purchased with my own money, mowing a lot of lawns, and I got that black pinstripe jersey, the 96 Jordan. Yeah, that was my first big 2 purchases with mowing lawns. And this isn't the pair. This is a dead stock pair that I explained my story and how I didn't want to wear the shiny patent leather. And then he obviously informed me about the IE, how it doesn't stand for anything. And it just was all the coding with sneakers, which was really cool.
Wow.
You know, so many speculations over the years. Does it mean international exclusive? Does it mean this or that? And the fact of the matter is, it was just differentiating from the rest of the Air Jordan 11s that were released in 95, 96. So I thought that was finally put that one to rest. So because that would have been going on and on and on. So from the man himself. So yeah, IE only on the Cobalt, and it absolutely means just the letters that don't actually stand for anything. So yeah, that's the way it is. But yeah, just thought I break those out.
Beauties, man, beauties.
Cool.
Yeah, you see some Tinker signatures. Hop, you got yours close to you?
Yeah, I just you want to put me on the big screen real quick?
I got
you. I guess I'll start out by showing this. So this was the first thing I got signed. Shout out to Red, restored the 99s, and Tinker signed the toe box.
Ooh.
Very dope.
Nice.
Man, yeah, still with the hang tag on it. I told him, I was like, if I get these signed, I'm never gonna wear them, just so you know. And yeah, I got a display case back there for him. So I got those. And so later on, I brought this magazine just in case. And just a little nugget that he put on there. He signed it, and then all of a sudden I saw him draw a little dot right below his signature.
Wow.
And next thing I know, he's drawing the Jumpman on there. He drew that Jumpman on there himself.
Wow.
And so yeah, that's Tinker with Jordan when they brought out the 23. And him signing that with the Jumpman on it, that was just amazing, because I didn't see him really do that with anybody else or anything like that. So for him to do that, because he looked at it and it was just surprising that he put that Jumpman on there. So that right there was the icing on the cake for that night.
Hey, y'all should have heard him. Man, he drew a Jumpman on mine, man. He did that to nobody else, man.
Did you get a Jumpman?
Hey, I was guarding that magazine with my life, man.
Was he?
I didn't even put it in the bag. But now, shout out to Tinker, man. He was willing to give autographs, and that's a good question, Caesar.
Caesar asked him what everybody got
What
signed.
shoe did everyone else get signed and why? All right, we got V up next.
Defense Force, the KG2. I think that I brought this one because I saw that he was talking about it on the last gathering or visit that he had, man. So talking about the cycling community and how they're pretty rad themselves, man. So I had a couple of other pairs, but this is the pair that I got, man, and I'm happy that I did. And of course, Why I'm here.
That is amazing.
Oh wow. Really cool. Huh?
Yeah, man. This is it. This is this is it, man.
That's the one.
This is it.
Old.
I think you blew him away with that one, man. That
This
gift
is
you
gonna
gave
be
him.
on the wall of the loft out here, man. I gotta create some spruce, but just my heart is full, man. My heart is full. Never even considered that this type of thing would happen when I started posting shoes a couple of years ago, man. The internet, you know, it can be a shitty place. It can get a little out there, but I think that if you're building relationships and sneakers the right way, they go a long way. And this whole experience was just proof of that, man. And like I said, I'm just so full of emotion and happy, and just it's just hard to take in, man. It's hard to accept like that happened. That happened a couple weeks ago, so I just have these memories that I will cherish the rest of my life, man, for being involved with. So yeah, I'm not gonna get all extra, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for sure.
Or say a non-shoe guy when they wouldn't understand what we feel.
They wouldn't understand, man.
They would not understand that. I'll show mine real quick. So I got this book that I had from high school, Jordan 4 folder that I called Nike and got. Shows you basically the playground
really
campaign that they had for the Jordan 4s.
On Clybourne Avenue.
White cement.
Inside pocket here. And I actually got him to sign it. Well, I'll take that back. Hop actually got this signed for me because I was on the other end of the room talking to Aaron Cooper as he was signing V's memorabilia. And
which
of course,
he
I
took
got
pictures
these.
of. I appreciate you, OG.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. And I got my pressure signed.
Look at that, man.
As you see, they already in my little ice box, I guess you'll say. Shout out to you see I got my little booklet inside there. Hey man, I'm gonna put my little
Would you say the ice box where my heart used to be? That's it right there.
I was saying, thinking
Come on, Marion. Come on, Marion.
That's it right there, baby. That's it.
Hey man, just shout out to a dope experience, man. And I'm still at all. Yeah. I mean, it's so much you can say, but when it comes to saying it, it's like you can't even get the words together, man. Like how you really feel about the whole experience, you know. Would I want to do this again? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, as Cadillac Jackson would say, yes. But I would say, you know, for my first time, and you know, I think V and Hop will kind of second what I'm gonna say. It's a surreal moment.
Yeah.
Never thought it would happen to me in X amount of years of being into sneakers. Just the point of being on the Nike campus. I never thought I'd be here. I told Tinker, and I said, I waited 35 years to ask you this question. And I was able to ask him the question in like right there in his face. And he was engaging, which was crazy.
Man, you went twice, Caesar. We didn't go at all.
Yeah, we didn't go at all.
We didn't go at all.
Hey, but that sesame chicken was hitting pretty good though.
I had mine with the jasmine rice. Yeah, that shit was banging, bro.
I had mine with the noodles. I had this mine with noodles, but Caesar, they also had some like chicken and some shrimp and pork dumplings, like a man, in like some soy sauce with some kind of
That man
herbs.
said he went twice.
Man, it was hitting pretty good.
Said
But
twice is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the sesame chicken was hitting though, bro. It definitely was hitting.
That shit was busting, bro. And like with that jasmine rice, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But
Last year, I remember I had that. That was good. Yeah.
say it again, Nick.
I said I had that last year. This year I did the sandwich one, but I was kind of like, I should have done the sesame chicken.
Yeah, that sesame chicken was on hit though.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Try something different, but then sometimes it doesn't pan out, you know. Next time.
Yeah. But I agree, the trip was a hell of an experience. What the sneaker community is supposed to be. Can't wait to do it again next year. Yeah, I agree with you, Steve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And once again, it goes back to saying, you know, I think a lot of people just walked in expecting the unexpected, and they got what they expected, and then it got above what they expected,
exceeding
above and beyond. Yeah.
Because I'm you know, I was taken back. I'm not gonna lie, I was taken back. I done seen shoes and vintage stuff, but then just sitting here talking to different people, you know, from all walks of life. You know, like you had people from Japan. I'm sitting here talking to a guy from Japan, from Tokyo, Japan, that works for the Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
cool.
sitting here having a conversation here.
All those things that he does, all those pictures, they're all drawings, man.
That's
drawing.
That is
with a
wild.
pencil. With a pencil.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is immense talent. Incredible.
Right.
And of course, you had Julie from, you know, Germany, you know, just people. You had a couple of people, I think, from London, I want to say. It's just you had people from all walks of life, and everybody saw the same thing out of each other.
Yeah.
That's that common denominator is just, you know, we here for sneakers.
Right.
No egos, no attitudes, no nothing. I would say to me that was probably the perfect trip. I can't speak to nobody else, but I know for me that was that was like a perfect trip to me. It couldn't have went no better. It couldn't have got no worse. That was a perfect trip. Now I will say this. I didn't want to leave because once I was sitting at my gate, I was like, damn, this shit is over with. Like I mean, I just didn't
we gotta
want to
get our
leave,
boy
man.
Caddy out there next time, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just did not want to leave, man. And when I got home, I was like, I'm gonna do one of Caddy numbers. No, it's Caddy emulating OG. Fuck.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
You're
it's over
from the
with now.
children.
It's over with now.
You're
Back
most
to
of the
reality,
children,
man. Like it's
yeah.
over with. Like, and I felt so. It just felt good, man. Just being out there and talking to like-minded people, bro. Like seeing different things, and it was an amazing trip, man. Amazing trip. Amazing trip. I know I didn't talk and ramble, man, but
Now I know Nick was asking about these earlier. I was gonna show these real quick. So I saw these drop on Dover Street Market when I was out there in Portland. When I got back, they was here, but I hit for them cave stones.
Nice.
I put white laces in them just to see how the white laces would look with the
swap them girls.
Yeah, with the white, the white. But Nick was asking about them. Just wanted to show them real quick. They got the translucent.
They look good.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's what got me right there.
How was the you say material wise versus like the undefeated? Is it like similar stuff or?
There's not really any movement, but this is like supposed to be genuine nubuck, but it's real smooth and nice. But the thing I like is there's no glue stains really.
Yeah,
you know, they're put together pretty solid, and then you know the back tab is on there pretty good. So I got my undefeateds in, and over here on the R is touching like the material.
Oh,
right
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. So I honestly think these might be just as good, if not better. And I know people probably might think I'm crazy saying that, but these cave stones is nice, bro. I think people are gonna sleep on these.
Yeah,
they're real nice. So yeah, Cave Stone, man, y'all check them out.
I know Caddy just been sitting here. What you think, Caddy?
Listen, I'm sitting here like a student, like I'm just listening and taking it all in, like to watch you guys on a trip and see the pictures and see the videos and see their interactions. Like that's what a trip is supposed to, like a trip like that is supposed to be like that, to be able to enjoy yourself with, you know, people who you have this thing in common and you able to celebrate it together. And that's what you guys did. And the smiles on your faces, the way, you know, y'all were going around campus and it was like everybody was happy, having a good time. That's, to me, is the dopest trip ever. It's just the dopest thing ever. Like you wish every type of sneaker, anything that's related to sneakers could be like that, where it's just everybody have a good time. Unfortunately, everything can't be like that. Yeah. But in that space, that's ideally what it's about.
I'm gonna tell you for me, when I knew it was gonna be a good trip. When I got off my plane, got my bags, and I saw Hop, V, and Terrence right there by baggage claim, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good ass trip right here. I see people I already know before I even, you know, leave the airport. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a good trip right here, man. Yep. Then next thing you know, Big Mac came, and then Schooler came, and we was like,
yeah, we all kind of like flew in at the same time, and then Nick came up. I believe Nick came up. No, Ryan came up. I think Ryan came up.
Yeah, Forsey came up. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, this is gonna be a good trip right here, because already the camaraderie was coming together right then and there. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a great trip. It's gonna be a great trip. And then just being on the rooftop of that hotel, like, man, that was like, okay, we here now. We here. And going back to that, man, like seeing like Wilson Smith for the first time in person, it was almost like a surreal moment. Mm-hmm. But then when me and Hop took the picture, it was like, man, we here.
You know, I was doing like this for at least a good hour. Like, he touched my hand. It's my hand.
and that's the thing.
It was
like
crazy.
Yeah, he was so welcoming. He would just talk to you and just talk about
personal.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing that kind of like that for me, it's just like everything was just.
I think all of them were like that. Yeah, I think all of them were like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even when we met Xavier, you know, he's another Nike designer. I sat there and talked to this guy, and I know Hopper's right there next to us talking. We sat there talking about a good 20 minutes, man. 20, 30 minutes seemed like.
The young man is 33 years old.
Man, 33 years old, and he's did a lot.
I have nothing but respect for that man.
Yeah.
That man worked for Reebok and New Balance, I believe. Being over in Vietnam for like 6 months, I believe he told me, something like that. Just crazy, man. Like, hey, we appreciate you taking them flapjacks off us too, man. We didn't want to leave them on the table, man. We definitely didn't want to leave them things on the table.
Caesar is crazy.
Crazy evening.
Oh man. But it's just that whole trip, like I said, man, I can sit here and say the same thing over and over again, but it'll feel like a organic answer. Like that,
and it really won't do it justice. It really won't do it justice.
And I don't want to sit here and seem like we ain't never been nowhere, or I ain't never been nowhere. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit there. But when you're trying to express your emotions about a trip, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, lost for words.
It's like, yeah, you lost for words.
Yeah.
But by the time you get off and you be in the bed, you be like, I should have said this, I should have said that, blah blah blah. But like I said, I knew it was gonna be a great trip when I got the baggage claim and I seen familiar faces. I was like, oh yeah, this shit is gonna be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, fellas, we've been up here for about 2.5 hours, man. Nick, appreciate you for hanging out with us this whole
Yes,
time.
you've
bro.
been a trooper, OG. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
Hey,
And
man,
it was
look.
it was very warming to actually meet you guys in person. It's cool doing this, but like making that connection and just like that was it. Like that was really cool. And I'm
Yeah.
glad you guys. Hopefully, Cadillac next time you can make it out. But yeah, it was really, you know, over Instagram, over whatever format, but in person, there's nothing like it. And just being able to spend, you know, time like Nike campus and have those memories together, and seeing you guys do that for the first time, and meeting Tank, knowing what you're going through, meeting him the first time, and I'm just like sitting back like a giggly, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I know what
It's true.
like. It is.
Yeah.
You're like a proud uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them get theirs. Let them get theirs first, and
yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. So
yeah, it definitely was, man. And once again, never in a million years did I think that I would be in that position. Like you said, it's doing this, Instagram, DMing, talking. You know, me and you, we've talked on the phone plenty of times, and it's definitely good to meet people like that in person.
Right. Building
And-
community, good people. That's what it's about. You know,
Yeah.
there are people there, and like you guys said, no ego. Nobody's trying to sell shoes. Nobody's trying to one up each other. It's like it's all just there for the love of everything. But again, it's like everybody has something different to bring to the table. Their story,
Mhm.
their interests. So that's what
Yeah.
makes it's very eclectic. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
And then learning, like I learned so much, and like I'm not exactly like Seth is a really good friend, right? But his wheelhouse is like 94 through 99 ish, right? So like he's taught me so much, and just like everybody bringing different sneakers. So like this year and last year, just learning from each other's collections, and everybody's got their niche, you know. So it's always rewarding and always trying to learn more.
You know, I think that's one of the things I like. Some people, you can always stay learning and gaining knowledge when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, you'll never stop learning.
So much.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, like I said, it was just dope meeting people. Like I said, I talked to Caesar for a good little while down there. Just that whole interaction that last night, where people were just hanging out in the lobby, just talking. That was real dope. And it was dope to meet your family too, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Absolutely, man.
At least my daughter was not sick like last year.
Yeah, she looked like she had a good time. Looked like your wife and your daughter had a good time, man. And
Like
that's
Black
a good thing.
Black was talking about not wanting to fly out. That was Stella all the way on the airplane. Like, I want to fly again. Well, like we're about to land in Chicago. She's like, I want to fly again. You'll have your chance. Okay, you'll have your chance again. But it was nice. It was a nice trip. Got there a little early. Got to do some stuff around town and the zoo on the last day, Saturday. Took a late flight so we can squeeze a little stuff in. So yeah, it was a nice full trip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, man, definitely appreciate you hanging out with us. People in the chat hanging out with us. Saw some new faces in there. Thank you all for coming through.
Thank you.
Shout out to everybody that was on the trip that came through the chat. We really appreciate y'all. That's pretty much all I got, man. And Hop 18.
Yep.
Talk to him, Black.
Oh, I didn't know you was passing off to me. You know, you didn't get a point like this, you know.
You definitely passing.
We gonna go that way. Wait.
Yeah, man, it was I want to give thanks to the curators of this trip.
Yep.
Tom, Steve, Sneaker Tech Talk. Tom, of course, is In Style Shoes 1999. You had Don, I think it's how you pronounce that?
Kick Sigma.
Kick Sigma. Okay. I just knew him by his first name. Of course, you have Andrew's Sneaker Preservation Society, and you had Soul to Soul, which is Seth. We want to appreciate you guys, and also Aaron Cooper for being
Absolutely.
the head of the whole operation.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you. You know, from everybody that was on that trip, we definitely appreciate all of you guys for allowing us to come to a central spot and just soak it in, man. You know, that's basically what we did. Again, it was a surreal moment. Just meeting people I've never got a chance to talk to online or anything like that. It's definitely a great opportunity to make it much more of a annual thing. And I think it'll be, like Caesar said earlier, it's great for the sneaker community. I think that's what sneaker culture is definitely should be. I also want to thank everyone that was on that trip. I can't name all the names, but you know who you are that was on that trip. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for coming through the chat, interacting with us. We definitely appreciate that. Shout out to all the Nike employees that, you know, came up to us, talked to us. Tinker, Aaron, Wilson, Christian. I think the other guy was named Chris.
Great.
And then you had Toussaint, and of course you had Xavier Jones. Shout out to them guys, and just shout out to everybody that, you know, that's just had dope stories to tell. I know I'm rambling, but I'm just trying to get all this out. Shout out to the guys that had dope stories to tell. A lot of nuggets we never knew about. You know, if we didn't ask, we still probably wouldn't know. Like, what does TW stand for? Or was the Jordan 17 outsole inspired by golf? Which we all found out. No. It was definitely a dope experience to just link up with everybody. And I hope and pray that we all get to go back again this time next year. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the panel that came up today, man, and, you know, shared their stories and shared their experiences with the masses.
Yes.
Appreciate everything. Like I said, it's a blessing. I can't say it enough. It's a blessing to just know that you're rubbing shoulders with stars, man, you know. And I mean, that's all I got. I appreciate everybody, man. I'm Black, aka BAA. I pass it over to. It's been a while, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, man. So I really don't have much to say, man. Like I said, I think I'm still kind of speechless over the whole experience. But I guess if I can sum it up all into one word, it would just be appreciation. I appreciate everyone that came out. I appreciate the Brain Trust for considering, because in all honesty, they could have just been like, hey, man, this is just something that we're going to do.
Yeah.
Everyone else can kiss our ass. You know, they could have done that, and it, you know, we really wouldn't have any room to criticize. So I appreciate them considering everyone else that they did. Like I said, I'm positive that I came with the correct group. The experience that I'll cherish forever. And one handsome V, man. I appreciate it. My boy Caddy.
Yeah. So I definitely got to say, because Tom had hit me up and asked me, you guys, thank you for the invite. Unfortunately, anniversary was the day before, and my wife wasn't having it. But she already told me. She said, "Hey, if it rolls around the same time next year and you're invited," she was like, "You got it." She's like, "I understand how much this means to you," and she's like, "Yeah, you don't get opportunities like that too often." And I was like, "Thank you for understanding. I wish you would have stood up when it came up a couple months ago." But I'm glad
Hindsight
to
is
hear.
2020.
But no, I'm glad to hear you guys had a great time. I enjoyed listening to each one of y'all stories and how, you know, your reactions and your interactions. It was amazing. It like I could literally sit here and it almost made me feel like I was there. Like, and
You're definitely there with us in spirit for sure.
Yeah, but that's the type of feeling you want from a trip, where it's like, yo, where you hear your boys talk about it and you're like, damn, that is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm Cadillac Jackson. Yeah.
Close us out, Nick. Close us out, Nick.
That's pressure. Well, I mean, for this right now to happen, thanks to the organizers that Black named earlier, our fearless leaders, the amount of hours, the time, the phone calls, they took a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. I know last year and this year, and I know it's exhausting, and it's definitely takes its toll to have this experience for us, and then to add more people, so it's even more work, right? So that's forever grateful. Like, that's just something that's very for me, like true friends and like people in the community that actually care and want to see growth, see things moving in the right direction for the right reasons with the correct people, not about status and not about followers, and not, it's about connections and personalities and authenticity. So that's where I really appreciate what they've done and what they've built, and excited to see where this goes over the next however many years. And I'm glad you guys have been a part of it now, and hope the Cadillac next year get on board and keep building those foundation steps, and where this really goes, you know, in the long run. Just like, the sky's the limit, you know. So it's pretty cool. It's like the seed is planted a few years ago. I couldn't make the first year. I had just started a new job, so I was not able to make it to that first gathering at Aaron's house. Was able to have vacation time now, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, it's always a plus.
Able to make it last year and this year, and yeah, just very grateful for the stuff that they've developed, and thankful these guys, amazing, small business, not big corporation, Portland Gear, for having us last year and this year. And Marcus is a great dude, and super friendly and really neat, fun, interactive. Just got a really good thing going there, and much appreciated. Good stuff. So yeah, until the next one, and I would love to do another round of Retro Talk soon.
Oh yeah,
appreciate you, man.
Get back at it. I think I've been on here at least 6 times.
Yeah,
like
and I was about to say, anytime you want to come on,
not
man.
Enough. Yeah, enough.
Anytime you want to come on, we get open door.
Yeah. I remember The Last Dance. I think The Last Dance was our first one we did.
Yeah,
so that's been
It was.
Yeah. So
man, it's been 2020.
Guys for having me on, and
always a pleasure.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we out.
All right.
We're Retro Talk Forum. I'm Hot Dog 18. You can find me on IG, and I'm gonna pass it over to my brother this way.
What's good, people? It's your boy Black Ass African, aka BAA, aka Sneakers